Hello, hello. We are here. We are back on Twitch. We are good to go. I'm going to pull my friends back out here. Kerboing! Okay, you guys are audible now. How's it going, everybody? How are you doing? Scony! Thank you for the resub. Love to see it. I just resubbed to you because Twitch had kicked me off. I wasn't. They like stopped me from resubbing to you until I got back on. They were like, "We're not letting you. We're not letting you give someone your money that we take 50% of." It was they're crazy, but I appreciate you. Thank you for starting the stream with a bang. Everyone, go follow Sconebone. Please watch those wonderful retro streams. Love to see them. I was doing some retro gaming with Mega Man X last night. That was a fun one. Banished to the Shadow Realm. That's correct. It's pretty topical for today. So we are back. I'm gonna pop into my intro here, but we're playing some D&D tonight. So hello and welcome to Wrath of the Godkin, the D&D campaign where mummies and demons are nearly as scary as being honest about the god living inside your head. Say hello to Ronnie, the bugbear fighter, Waylon, the human paladin, Oz, the Kenku wizard, Kelken, the Furbolg druid, and Affinity, the tiefling bard. Our heroes are experts at getting themselves into trouble, but before they do exactly that, let's remind you viewers at home what happened previously on Wrath of the Godkin. Alright, so last time, after defeating the Sandwich and losing their faithful pug, Affinity attuned to the yellow orb, finding herself newly equipped with an endless supply of Dale Gribble-esque pocket sand. Hacha! The party carried Pug's body to the beach, hoping to find someplace nice to bury him. But along the way, they ran into some pirates tasked with retrieving the orb. Finn let it slip that she had the orb, and the pirates returned to town, singing the party's praises. The party found a nice place to bury Pug, eulogized a little, and discussed the best way to honor Pug's memory. Finn confronted Way about Fabian, caught him in a lie, and Fabian came to the rescue, quote unquote, revealing himself to the party, who were shocked that there was a magical being living in Way's head. Distracted by the sudden revelations, the party was ambushed by fiends. They deduced that these fiends were likely coming from the nearby volcano, which had somehow been magically flipped from hot to cold. After a brief rest and level up, the party headed to the newly frozen volcano, where they found their old acquaintance, the Firefox, battling some fiends on the rugged path to the volcano cave. But before we get started and back into it, mid-battle, I just wanted to remind you guys you can donate. Let me get the donate thing back up, because it's been gone, because we were on YouTube last week. But you can donate biddies to change the outcome of the game. If you would like, you can donate 500 bits to name an NPC, a character in the world. You can inspire a player, give them an advantage for 1,000 bits, and you can buff an enemy and make the game harder for 1,500 bits. Those are the things. We also have, and I'd like my players to try them out now, 2 new sounds on the soundboard. 2 new sounds on our personal soundboard.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Secret stone?
What do you mean?
Demon King?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Secret
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
So those "What do you mean" and "Secret Stone," Demon King, are now part of our player soundboard. They'll also be available for point donations for people in the regular streams from here on out as well. I had some fun earlier today making this. That's gonna only end well. Yeah.
That's right.
We also have that one. That one's new as well. Meow, that's right. Thank you, Aruthi, for that one. So yeah, we do have some new ones here. We do have some new ones. Oh, it looks like I still have my other things on. Thank you, Ruthie, for reminding me to get rid of those.
Oh, man, couldn't Phasmo you mid-combat.
Right.
Nothing.
Just ruin the show for everyone with your non-diegetic nonsense. I'll keep applause on, taking me out. Keep Keep hydrate on. Mod appreciation. Because of that, Ruthie is going away. Rip can stay on. Jump scare off. Jump scare off. Emote only. Hat attack can stay on. Add time. IRL word ban. No, that can only add badly. No karaoke mid game. No fake space fact. You can request a game later. That's stolen straight from Scony. Okay. Let's see here. So that's where we are. We're starting this game. If you could switch us over to the combat playlist, Oddish, that would be fantastic. Oddish, our DJ, DJ Khaled, right here. So the party is mid combat right now with some fiends. So we'll jump right into turn order. So recently, I think Oddish, you became acquainted with a wand, is it, that will give you the power to summon a dust mephit, a little creature, a little imp-like creature. So
yeah, I think it's a staff.
I think it's a staff. So that's what you've got right now, and that is whose turn it is, I believe. So that's where we're gonna start. So I think the mephit is up on the second level, right there.
Yeah. Okay. He will use his blinding breath against the thing that is just next to him.
Okay, so there is, a Dretch right next to him. Exhales a 15-foot cone of blinding dust. Each creature in that area must succeed on a DC 10 dexterity saving throw. Be blinded for 1 minute. Okie doke. So let's pull up his sheet right here. And now I will see if he survives this dex saving throw. I've played so much Baldur's Gate. I'm like, wow, dex saving throws, just like in the game. Okay, so he rolls a 12, and he succeeds on that, so he is not blinded. He lets out a little and like beats his chest a little bit like a gorilla, and then he just starts speaking in infernal or abyssal, I think it is. I forget which it is. It is, it's abyssal. He's just some sort of abyssal taunt for this mephit in front of him.
Does the mephit speak sandwich?
The mephits, I don't know, what does the mephit speak on the sheet?
Orin and Terran.
Orin and Terran. Okay, so even you can't understand what this thing is saying.
Fantastic.
All right, so these two are having a conversational crisis right here, as they're unable to understand each other, but they kind of get it. It's like in Detective Pikachu, they sort of know what the other is saying. Is that the end of the Dust Mephit's turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. All right, so next up it is the Dretch. The Dretch there's two of them on screen right here. One immediately next to the Mephit, who just avoid being blinded, and then another here next to Ronnie and the Firefox. We'll go from left to right. So these Dretches, they are not huge. I guess they're about the size of a pig, maybe. And they do have the ability to do multi-attacks, though. One bite and one claw. So this one's going to try to bite and claw at the Mephit. The first one is an 8, which I'm almost positive will not hit. And then claws 13, I think that'll just barely hit.
The 12 I think hits too, because my AC is 12.
The 12 is my dex roll. The 8 is its first
my
attack.
bad, yeah.
And so it's only the claws attack will hit this thing for 5 slashing. I'm not sure if it has any immunities.
He has no immunities or resistances. He has poison immunity, but not slashing.
So he takes 5 slashing. That's him. This one is going to try to attack Ronnie. Same thing with a bite and then a claw. Bite will miss. Claw will miss. They're not. This one is trying his best, but Ronnie's got him a little bit off balance already. Okay, Oz, it is your go.
All right. Oz is going to move forward a little bit, realizing he may need to slowly make his way up. Just everyone running their way up, and Oz just slowly shuffling his way. And he is going to launch a frostbite attack on that guy,
Okay.
seeing that fire damage hasn't been doing a ton. So he needs to make a con saving throw.
Okie doke. He makes a 9, so he does not succeed.
Okay. And he also has disadvantage if he uses a weapon to attack in the next round.
Nice.
Is it 2 attacks, or is it just the first one and the second one is a double roll?
I am not sure. I'll go look up what the spell says.
Let me see here.
It just says next weapon attack roll.
On a failed save, the target takes 1d6 cold damage.
So it's probably just one. It's because it just says next instead
But
of
you
all.
did 2d6, and so it was this initial 9. That's what I'm saying. So he gets hit by the brunt of this frost blast, but he again seems to be able to resist it and shutter it off a little bit. It definitely does hurt him, but it's not doing as much damage as you might like it to. So it does take a chunk out of his health, but he sort of shutters off the frost crystals that are forming around him. Okay, would you like to do anything else, Oz?
Nope, that is Oz's attack. He's now convinced ice doesn't work.
Ice is useless, fire is useless. Oz is just gonna sit down, maybe dance a little by himself, sadly.
Yep, magic doesn't work. It's nap time.
Okay, it is the Firefox's turn right now. The Firefox is in combat next to Ronnie and with the Dretch. Let's see. Okay, I remember it cast Searing Smite, but I'm not sure if it did that or not. Its teeth are its weapon. In this case. It does have a thing, so I'm going to say that it has not done that yet. Although it doesn't make sense that I would have done that.
I think you might have cast it. It's not like a traditional smite, so it is like a spell. It just, the next time it hits. If you're using it like other smite spells.
Right, exactly. So the question is, did it hit?
I'm trying to find now.
Oh yeah, Sparks and Boomerang. We had some good stuff happen. I'm gonna say, for the sake of whatever, he's just going to bite regular for the time being. I'm gonna say this one was already used, and if we find out for whatever reason later that it wasn't, then that'll be that. But he's just going to try
Looks like it wasn't. The ace, it rolled a 10.
Oh, so it missed. So it is still in effect. Okay, great.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Okay, I sort of remember that happening, but I didn't want to give myself an unfair advantage that would help you guys, only to harm you guys. So it is going to try to bite him again. I think that will miss as well, so that smite still stays in effect. Ronnie, it is your go.
Well, gonna take a swing with my hammer.
It's hammer time.
Whoa.
Okay, and 11 will just barely hit.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, 6 bludgeoning. Okay, so you bonk it straight on the head, and it sort of like paws at its face. It's now bleeding a bit from the jaws, but it is still up and ready to fight. Anything else you would like to do with your bonus action?
Nope.
Okay. Wait, why is there a Deinonychus here?
That's me.
That's you! I forgot. I'm so used to transformations being into a larger animal instead of a tiny animal. So anyway, it's this imp's turn. It is going to start dancing around, and it's calling out, and in Infernal, you can hear it shouting to something else, and
In Infernal or Abyssal?
this one, imps speak Infernal.
Okay.
They speak Common and Infernal, according to this.
I think I understand Infernal.
Okay, then you hear him saying, "Hey, help me out here, buddy!"
Oh.
And another imp is going to dig its way out of the dirt nearby, covered in a bit of frost and a bit of volcanic ash it was using as a mattress, and is going to pop up there and look around and go, "Eh?" This imp is going to rush forward and try to attack Ronnie. It is going to use its sting attack. For 15, I think that is a miss. So that's a miss on that. So
I'll
this...
go ahead and use a superiority die.
Okay.
And riposte.
Okay, that allows you to do an attack off a miss, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I just gave that to one of my fighters
Oh,
in
fuck
Baldur's Gate. Alright, that is a nat 1, so that will critical fail, miss. So you're trying out this new technique, and this thing is just a little bit too nimble and quick. You get the sense that you'll be able to start doing some serious damage with this move soon, but this was just a practice at this moment.
Not yet.
And this little thing will start cackling, and in Infernal is going to be like, "Ha ha ha! Oh, we're gonna take these guys down good! Jonathan's gonna be pleased!" Affinity, you're the one who understands that. The rest of you...
Jonathan?
Yeah, you're not
Jonathan?
sure.
You just hear Affinity from the bottom of the cavern. Jonathan?
I mean, you guys probably heard Jonathan, too. You probably heard... Ronnie, you probably...
Jonathan in English?
Yeah, Ronnie, you probably heard Alicatato Grashmek after Jonathan. And you're like, what the fuck? Me trying to make distinct languages that are made up in the middle of combat, not prepared. Good job, question mark, as they get more and more stereotypical, sounding like other languages, to the point where I get canceled again. Well, thank you for that applause. Thank you so much. Okay, so this one's going to do another a sting attack as well. It's going to miss a lot of low rolls right now. It's going to miss the Deinonychus. Deinonychus is just a little bit too limber. Okay, Kelkan, Deinonychus, it is you.
Okay, I'm gonna move up here, taking the attack of opportunity.
Okay. Didn't know Jonathan was a word. Oh, I've got lots of people popping in here. Hey, a Weathered Forever DM, DM's guide from Threads. Oh, I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Welcome you and Sonic. Okay, attack of opportunity from the imp. Yeah?
Yep, yeah.
Okay, so here it is. Sorry,
Okay, that misses.
Okay, that'll miss. So you moved away.
And then I will move right down to here. Oh, wait. 5, 10, 50. I miscalculated. Okay. I will move back up 1. So that's 5, 10, 15. Perfect. And then I will move another 20 feet down over here so that I can try and pounce on that guy down there.
Okay, you're going to pounce on the Dretch. Got it.
So I make 1 bite and 2 claw attacks.
Okay. Oh, that is a natural 20 on that second claw. First bite
Awesome.
will fail. The first claw will succeed, and the second claw will critical hit. Okay, so 3 slashing plus 12 slashing, a total of 15 damage. He does not have any immunities to these horrible slashes. He basically, you make him suffer what every cat owner fears the most, which is they're like bending over to pick something up, and this thing just leaps on the back and just digs in with all 4 of its limbs with these sharp claws into its spine. It screeches and howls, and you just pull it back, and it just falls to the ground dead in a bloody pile. So that is the end of that dretch right there. The fox will
Rip
turn...
and tear until it is done.
Yeah, rip and tear. The fox will now see you. You guys have a direct line of sight to one another, and the fox looks at you questioningly, and then sort of sniffs, and then sort of like recognizes your scent a little bit from the earlier interaction you guys had, and then gives like a little nod and a playful yep. It doesn't fly though. And I only know one thing about Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I will keep using it. Makes you feel young. It's when the world was new. All right, that's all your moves right there,
Yeah,
right?
that's everything I can do.
All right, Wei, it is your go.
Yeah, let's see. I'll just inch my way closer. I'll get here. Just 20 feet of my movement, and then I'm gonna crossbow this guy.
Okay, gotcha. Wait, where were
Never
you
mind.
coming from?
No.
Where were you previously?
Hopeful.
Oh, right.
Right here.
So you went down this thing a
I
little?
wasn't done. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Just so you know, you went down like a 5-foot decline there.
Was that difficult terrain then?
No, it wasn't, because it was easy for you to get
Oh,
down.
okay.
But just so right to your back now, if you're facing the Mephit, is like a little incline that would be difficult terrain going back up. Okay, so you miss with the crossbow shot on this stretch here. It sort of like phases out of the way a little bit. What would you like to do?
I'm good.
Okay. Finn, it is your go.
What's in the pit?
What's in the
I don't
pit?
know, it's a weird thing.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Yes.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Oh, my favorite thing.
Too much power.
Okay, Finn is top of the turn order. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're still. How long is this thing asleep for? Right? Is it just asleep forever?
Minute.
I'll put up
okay.
I'll put up the dust method spell in there so you can take a look. Did that? Yeah, there we go.
You said a minute, Ruthie?
A minute unless something else wakes it up, like if something attacks it or if it gets shook.
Oh man, I am shook, fam. Okay, it's still asleep, bruh. It's just still. I mean, that was only a 6-second turn, right? And it was not engaged in combat right now, so I mean, it's just asleep. You don't know what it is. There's just a sleepy thing in there. Okay, so Finn darts over there towards the imp.
Yeah, and witnessing some slashing going on upstairs, she's going to do a dagger attack with her sentimental dagger.
That's a hit.
Oh
Nice.
yeah. Nice. Where are you?
Okay, 5 piercing on that.
5 hole piercing.
Okay. So as you strike into this thing, you feel like it has some magical properties that make this piercing damage not as devastating as it usually is.
Oh.
And you're sort of noticing.
Piercing, cold, and fire. Damn.
you're sort of noticing some patterns with these things that they have weird resistances now. Is there anything else you would like to do, Finn?
I don't think so. I think she's gonna she's gonna stay right there for now.
Baldur's Gate has like really created like a toxic response in my mind where I'm like, I guess I have to take control of this battle and min-max every last bit of this and like over control everything because that's the only way I survive in that game.
I know what you mean.
I'm just like so obsessed. We'll talk later. Okay, Mephit, it is your go.
Okay, the method this time is just going to... How does the recharge thing work? So it says Blinding Breath has a recharge of 6. What does that mean?
Have you already done it once?
I did it last turn, yeah.
Oh, right. That means you have to roll a d6, and then if you get a 5 or 6, is it 5 or 6 or just 6?
It's just 6.
Okay, then if you get a 6, it recharges. You do that at the start of every turn, or can.
Okay, well that's a 5.
Okay.
He's just gonna use his claw attack on the Dretch right next to him.
Okay, that'll
Nice.
hit. You claw into him, and the Dretch does not seem to have any of these resistances to this physical attack, and it will take this claw attack to the chest. These things are about similar heights. It's like sort of like a squirrel fighting a pig right now. Very strange sight. But one we've all seen at some time or other in our day-to-day lives. Okay. Does that end the Mephit's turn?
That does.
I like it when it's just two creatures fighting each other. The players are not even involved in this. Okay, it's gonna
I'm trying, okay?
What's that?
I'm trying, okay? And not my fault.
Oh no, I'm not complaining about you. I just think it's funny
You're
that
fine.
it's like these. It's like Oddish and I are playing Pokemon by ourselves with our own
If the method
tokens
could
here.
voice appreciation, it would.
It can. It literally can. It can talk. Okay, so we're gonna get a multi-attack from the Dretch onto the Mephit right here. Miss, and that should hit.
That hits.
Okay, that will hit with a claw attack for 5 slashing to it.
Okay.
Okay, and then we have the other Dretch is dead, so that's the end of that turn. So Oz, it is your go.
All right. Is there perhaps like a loose stone or something kind of in this line from the creature
There is so many loose stones. This whole place is basically a pile of loose stones.
Perhaps one that's between 1 and 5 pounds?
No, they're all between less than that and 6. No, yeah, of course. So yeah, you can do a catapult. Who are you aiming at?
The one that's...
Okay, the Dretch. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that will... Okay, so he has to do a dex save. Oh, natural 20!
Man.
He catches the rock in his mouth and he chomps it into bits. And then he just starts laughing.
The dust method can see how he was created in that very moment.
The Dretch finally rolls high. Yeah, this is getting denied. This is getting frustrating for the bird kid who's been heaped with so much praise up until this point.
Oz just sighs. It has been a long day. He might actually take a nap, and he just continues to slow, just waddle forward.
The bird kid is not feeling it, guys. We gotta cheer up Oz later. Okay, Firefox, it is your turn. Yep. Okay. Get those yip-yips up in the chat, y'all. Okay, so Firefox sees that there is an imp now threatening Ronnie and is gonna run over here. And it is just going to try to do a little firebolt on it. Let's see. That will hit for 6 damage. Of course, the imp does have some resistances to fire being... Actually, no, it doesn't. Oh, it's immune to fire. It is immune to fire. So the fox sees the imp sort of absorb the fire, and the imp starts cackling to him. And Finn, you can hear it say, "What a stupid beast!" And then the fox turns to you, like, "What did it say to me?"
It's not important. Don't worry about it. You're doing great.
It starts to pant happily, but it does sort of make a mental check that that ability is not useful in this situation. So I think it's learned from something. All right, with that it is going to push in on this thing to give it a little bit more oppression. And Ronnie, it is your go.
Bring in the hammer.
Hammer
Nice.
hits.
Couldn't understand what was said, but was like, got the vibe. Hey, you shut up.
Yeah, one of
You
these
leave him
things say
alone.
something nice. Yeah.
You leave him alone, Ben.
Okay, 11 bludgeoning. Okay. So it does absorb some of that damage. But with that hit, you have left it bloodied. It is sort of visibly limping at this point as it sort of like hops, and normally it is sort of playfully and jaunting or jumping around. And right now it is sort of like half flying, half hopping, and trying to keep its spirits up. And it turns to its friend and it's just like, "Fuck! That one really hurts!" The other one's just like, "Hey, keep up appearances. We're supposed to be tough." Right. Okay, so it is... do you have anything else on that turn, Ronnie?
Nope.
Okay. So the imps are going to respond. This one is going to try to sting Ronnie for 20. Does 20 hit? I forget. Yes, it does, actually.
It does.
Okay.
There it does. That is a lot.
Yeah, it is. So it is 20. But you take half the poison if you save on it. Your DC. Okay, so you do save. So it is 7. It's still a lot, but it's 13 as opposed to 20. So 13 total damage. Okay, the other one is going to try to slice at Finn. But it misses completely. It tries to sting itself, and it stings the bottom of its own wings with its tail, doing 1 damage to itself. Ah! What's that about keeping up appearances, buddy? Hey, shut up! I'm trying here. And Kelken Dinosaur, is your turn.
Awesome. Okay, so I am going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to move over here and then do the same as usual. 1 bite, 2 claws.
Okay. So
What?
I think that only the claw at the bottom misses. So the
Okay.
first 2 do hits. Okay. You're getting a little bit of resistance from these slashes, but it does bring it down to bloodied, and it is not looking good. It's looking even worse than its friend right now. They're both limping and giving each other glances like maybe we should get out of here. But you see something in their eyes. Finn, you can do an insight check here if you would like.
Oh, sure. I would love to.
You can tell
Hey.
that they both really do want to leave, but they know that you can feel like they've got some sort of like pressure. It feels like on the job pressure, like we're not allowed. We can't, but we should, you know? Like basically the boss will be
Alright.
mad.
I'd like to try and
John.
tackle him. Pounce, I guess.
Oh, yeah, okay. Gotcha. Strength saving throw. Okay, it meets it and beats it.
Okay.
I was like, wait, we didn't do that on the last one. I'm just remembering. Oh, wait, you murdered it. That's why. I mean, it's
Yeah.
prone now. It is prone now. Okay, so this thing somehow resists with its like getting. You get the sense that like yeah, it's being forced to stay. It's serving something, and with that strength, it's able to resist falling down. It's using sort of some of its dying strength to stay up right now. Wei, it is your go.
All right. Now that I can actually move up, I'm gonna go for this guy.
Okie doke. Feel free.
Yep.
Okay. That will just barely miss.
Oh, I get a second attack now. Right.
Yay! Second attack.
Same damn thing.
Ooh, that'll hit.
Nice.
And hypothetically speaking,
Does that with smite?
is this creature infernal?
Let's see. Is a Dretch infernal? It is. I mean, it's a demon, yeah.
So, I get extra damage on infernal creatures when I use a smite. Let me double check.
I thought that was on undead. Am I crazy?
Hold on, let me pull up the ability.
Regardless, it's dead.
Oh, okay.
How dead do you want it to be is the question.
I want it to be
or a
very
fiend.
dead.
Yeah, you're right. It is a fiend. So, yeah. So you would get the
20
damage increases. You would actually you rolled a 1d6. It would be a 1d8 actually, but
Oh,
it
whoops.
is.
Aha, just kidding.
Yes, you get the extra
More
2.
than that.
But it is
Yeah.
super dead. You smite it, you mightily it, and it is done for. the Mephit turns to you and nods with approval in sort of like a weird, half-conscious kind of way. Like it is sort of awake, but also sort of just serving Kelken. The evil ruler
I give it
Kelken.
a weirded out thumbs up.
The bromance continues through the method.
It sort of reaches out and touches your nose gently in an awkward way.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're not sure yet what this gesture means. It's not sure what this gesture means. It is barely a full consciousness. Okay, Finn, it is your turn.
Excellent. Okay. She is going to try to insult it to death with some
Vicious mockery? Yeah.
vicious mockery, and she's gonna look at it and say, "Oh, what the hell is that all over your face? Oh, it's just your face." And
Wait, is she saying it in Infernal?
oh yeah.
Oh my god. That really hurts it. Really hurts it. Okay. So let's see how this does. So it has to make the wisdom save. Here's the big wisdom save. 3.
Oh.
You can tell it just wants to die, and so it does. It takes the psychic damage and it falls dead. Its friend looks shocked right there, and then starts clutching at its own face, in sort of in fear that they look too similar. So it is down. You have killed something with
Awesome.
vicious mockery. Psychic damage, emotional damage.
Finally. I think she's also just gonna sort of. That's the next soundbite we need.
Yeah.
And she's just gonna move over there, and chill.
Okay, great. Wei, how do you feel when you see see Finn insult someone to death?
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Does not surprise me. Does not faze me.
Okay, Dust Method, it is your go.
Okay, let's see if I get my thing back. No. Okay, I'm just going to make another claw attack on
That
the
thing's dead.
thing. Oh, right, you're fucking right, aren't you? How much movement does he have? 30 feet of flying. Okay. Ugh. Oh, that works.
Yeah.
He's gonna move right over there
Okay.
and take a claw attack on the imp to his right.
Okay. That'll hit.
Awesome.
There's 3 slashing, so it's not doing very much, but you do claw into him, making him a little bit bloodier. Still up, though. And Dretches can get taken off the turn order. Oz, it is your go.
Oz just, everything's dying. He's just gonna keep moving. Just slowly continue his little bird walk.
Alright.
Where's the last one that's alive? It's the
Right
one up
here in
here,
this
right?
thing. You probably can't see it too clearly from your vantage right now, especially being a shorty.
Yeah. I don't think Oz can see it, so I guess Oz is holding an action for if it comes into line of sight, he's gonna blast it with a sand blast.
Okay. Alright. It is not the shorty. It is Firefox's turn. It is going to do, learning from last time, it is going to do some bites on this thing, or it's just going to do 1 bite on it. It is going to miss, unfortunately. Ronnie, it is your go.
Beep, beep, boop.
Very nice.
Big hit. Big hit. Okay.
Let's hit.
Even though it's resistant to this type of damage, you still manage to slam it down in a big way, and just pound it like you're swatting a fly into the dust. It is dead. It is dead. Okay, so all visible combatants are slain, but we're not going to pull out of turn order right yet because you guys get the sense, and definitely from the bristling on the Firefox's back is confirming this. He's yipping and smelling the air that there are still bad guys around here. And he sort of like gestures, sort of tilting his head and pointing towards whatever is sleeping in there.
Can I want to sort of crouch and like try to like give him little head pets and be like, something over there still.
Okay, make an animal handling check.
Huh?
He's very timid about this. He does not want to accept. He sort of appreciates. You get the sense that he like appreciates your guys' strength and that you came to his rescue, so to speak. But he's still very like, I'm not sure. But as soon as you start giving him scritches, he sort of melts and tilts his head, and you can see a crooked tooth coming out from like the black around his lips. He's a happy doggy right now, cat doggy.
And then yeah, I'll stand up and head over, sort of cautiously, to the lip of this thing.
Okay. As you look inside, it's sort of it's like maybe 10 feet deep, but you do see a something in there. Let me see if what would be the best check for this. Maybe just a basic perception check or investigation check.
Can the rest of us sort of move in to see what's going on, or is it still?
We'll still be operating in
turn
turn order for now, just in
Okay.
case. You're not sure what it is, but it is grotesque, whatever it is. It looks like it is a big snoring. It looks like a very big, fleshy, naked person, but clearly not a real person. It is, as it inhales and exhales, there's like little clouds of flies coming in and out of its mouth. It looks like it is mounds of flesh and folds, and just sort of a toothy, tiny maw in this like big round body. But it is still asleep.
Oh. Everyone want to hustle on over here and get ready to wake this thing up?
Yeah.
So I guess I'll like hold an action to wait till like everybody's sort of. I guess I can't wait till everyone's over, but
Okay.
in however many seconds we have for people to get closer, I'll wait, and then if it seems like it's waking up, I'll hit it. Or
Well,
I'll
you've
attack
already
it.
done an attack this turn, right? So this is your movement.
Oh yes, that's right.
So Kelken, let's go to you then. So basically, Ronnie is signaling that you're sort of going to set up an attack on this thing to get rid of it.
Okay. I can't get over there quite immediately unless I dash. Let's see. So, yeah, I think for now I'll just. Is this like ring around it also raised ground?
Yes. So, this ridge down here, from where you are, you would be going. It's like a 5-foot slope down right there.
Okay. Difficult terrain to get down, or?
To get down, no, it's easy to get down because you would just hop playfully down.
Okay, all right. I'll just dash then and take a position on top of the crater over here.
Okay, great. So yeah, you're about, I would say, just like a couple feet up from it right now.
Okay.
And you can also make a perception check too. And if you'd like to do a an investigation or a nature check to figure out what kind of creature it is, you can. Is that with advantage? Yeah, it is. But
No. It's just a 16.
But you're able to tell. Yeah, this is some sort of fiend. This is. You can tell just based on it. It likely has some sort of immunities and resistances because it does share similar textural properties to its flesh. But it is a different kind of creature than any you've fought before.
I look up, stare Wei dead in the eyes, and say, "You might want to get your smite readied again."
Holy shit, did that dinosaur just talk to me?
Do you have that power now?
Yeah, well, we gave it to me last time.
Speak as animals?
Oh.
Speak as animals, yeah.
Oh!
So
Yeah, Wade just like blinks twice.
yeah, Wei and Ronnie, how do you feel about seeing Kelken's voice suddenly come out of this little dino?
Probably comforted because I don't know that I saw Kel transform.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So, Wei, it is your go.
Yeah, let me see. I'll move up here, and I will ready an action that when it wakes up, I'm gonna poke it.
Okay. Ready in action to hit it with the thorn. Okay, Finn, it is your go.
Okay, cool. Let's see. I think she's also just gonna kind of try to inch a little bit closer to get a peek at this weird thing everyone's looking at for herself.
Okay. Do you want to do a perception thing, or do you want... I mean, you might be able to know... I'm not sure how much infernal knowledge Finn has based on her backstory, but you might.
I could do would it be investigation?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Nope.
It is gross. It looks like a blob that washed up on the beach.
Ew, it kind of smells.
Yeah, it really smells. It smells like rotting flesh. Okay, would you like to do anything ready in action?
Yeah, she'll ready a dagger strike.
Okay. A dagger throw? Or, because you're kind of still far away from it, the crater.
Yeah, not her
Okay,
sentimental
gotcha.
dagger. Yeah.
Okay, the Mephit can move in closer if you would like it to.
Okay, yeah, he's going to, I guess, just fly over the crater and just kind of hang out there,
Okay.
like just somewhat hovered in the air. Yeah.
Okay. As the dust Mephit is hovering over it, some of the dust from its just being starts tickling the face of this creature
Oh no.
in the pit. Uh, I'm going to now make a Constitution check on it to see if it wakes or not.
Sneezes.
Yeah, if it's going to sneeze. I'm not sure if they can sneeze, but we'll find out now.
Oh no.
I'm not sure if that's good or bad though. Right? I think that means it keeps sleeping because it's so good at
It
sleeping.
is not irritated by
It is
the
not
intelligence.
irritated. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true.
The magic of D&D. It is still asleep. Okay, Oz, it is your go.
Okay, Oz can't quite see what's going on up there, but he hears the rest of the party rushing over to a certain spot, so he's
And
going
then
to
we're
make his way over there.
Okay,
I'll say he goes there.
right on.
Hey, Finn, what's going on? Why is everyone going over here?
I just call
There's kind
over
of
to
a smelly
Oz.
blob in the hole.
Yeah,
Not
there's
really
something.
sure.
There's something in the pit.
Is it friend or is it going to kill us?
That's
That's
a
a good
good
question.
It's not friend shaped, if that's what you want to know.
Not friend, okay. Don't give it snacks.
Not friends.
Like I will unquestionably accept the foxes telling us that this is a bad dude.
I
What's
like
that?
the
He's asleep and totally helpless? Kill him.
I like the
Fox
simple
answer.
flowchart in Oz's head. Is friend. If yes, proceed as normal. If not, give snacks until friend, then proceed as normal.
The fox is
Yes.
going to ready a bite action if this thing emerges. Before Ronnie's turn begins, from the north, and Wei, you can see this clearly. And Finn, Finn and Oz, you can partially see this. The rest of you are a little bit too obscured to see this, but from the cave to the north, you see a creature emerge. And it looks like this.
I hate it.
Blah!
Yeah.
Jonathan.
Perhaps. So it is going to emerge, and it hasn't done anything yet, but it's going to join the turn order now. Okay, did not roll very well for it.
I
Where's
am
that?
fine with this.
Where's that on the turn order? Everyone else rolled really well.
I mean, that's actually not super great because I think that means it'll just go after me.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. I need to increase this. Which kind of makes a weird logical sense. Okay. Ronnie, it is your go.
Well, I'm unaware about that horrible mom.
You
So-
probably heard Way scream, do a little bit of a Ryan Gosling scream. As soon as
Well, shall we? And I guess they'll go ahead and do a swing down with their hammer.
Okay, you're going to swing down on this thing with your hammer. I'm going to say you have advantage because it's asleep.
yeah,
Love that.
that makes sense.
I was like, what is this question mark? Oh yeah, I didn't make that.
Feels like that probably hits.
Oh yeah, with advantage, that definitely hits. Okay, so you hit this thing. Roll damage, please. And let's see here. Okay, it takes the full damage. And it awakens, and you see this thing that looks like this. This is just its face. It's got like
Oh.
three
Bad.
mouths, and they are sort of like a leaking and swarming with swarms of insects. Instead of eyes, it has more mouths, and they just like look like they're like covered in little dagger-like knives. And his body is this big, rotund. It looks like the weird little kid from Nightmare Before Christmas who wears the striped shirt.
That's nice.
So it, but
Is there a chance?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is there a chance that I can attack it since I said I was going to hold my action until
Yes.
it's up?
Yeah, of course. Everyone who held an action is now able to unleash their held action as it's waking. I will say though, it did take a sizable hit from Ronnie already, so it is not looking spectacular at present. It is pretty bloodied already.
Oh.
Okay, that'll hit.
And I'm smiting on this one.
Okay, it is dead. It is instant dead.
Oh.
Whoa.
And that's even without the bonus that you would have gotten off that smite. So it is done.
All right, all done.
So yeah, other people's held actions, they don't need to use them anymore because that thing was immediately taken out. Ronnie, is that the end of your turn?
Can I see the thing, or can I have noticed Way being like, ugh?
Yeah, you can. I would say if you stood up on your tippy toes, you could get sort of an inkling of what it is. So you could do I mean, what are you
Alright.
trying to do? Just
Then I
know-
was just gonna use my movement to like get up here.
Okay, it's difficult terrain up this like 10 feet of slope, but you can, yeah.
Okay. I'll just go here and be like, well, I guess we're headed up there.
Right. Okay, so this maw demon is going to rush forward, and it can't really talk, but it begins like basically clattering its teeth in a frightening and like nails in the chalkboard sort of making this really irritating sound that makes you guys all like really wince. And because of that, it's going to alert the remaining things that were in this area to your guys' presence that were also cozied up and asleep in here. Not because of Cal, just because they're sleepy guys. And you'll see another one of whatever this thing is, this maw demon, and peeking its head up like an unholy meerkat from this hole. You will see another one of these Nuparibos, the same sort of creature that you just took out, popping up from this other one. He's so hefty that he sort of is in this crater where apparently they like to hang out and sleep, and it can barely get out of it, but it's managed to. It's like wriggling its way out. And now this Nuparibo's got to roll his initiative here, investigate 411, and it is going to go up here. Right? Where'd it go? Oh, okay. Okay, and So, let me see how this works. So you can see this from where you're at, Ronnie. You see this thing, this weird, like, this weird, like, split in half, like, vertical toothy maw creature, like, above you on this cliff. And you can see it sort of, like, rumbling. And you get this grossed out feeling because you know something bad is about to happen.
It's gonna throw up on me.
Yeah, it might things might get a little bit oh wait,
This mountain is yucky. No offense. I add to the fox.
Why can't it just be normal? This thing is like the kid in
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
I just want it to like come out of it, not this. You know what I mean?
If you snap to actually,
Oh,
that's
snap to
corner,
corner,
not
yeah.
even that. But that might be just a corner.
But then if I do center or corner, no, that's it. Corner. No.
Can you just go no snapping and have it like eye it?
No snapping? Are you out of your mind? Oh my god. No snapping, of course. Okay, so everybody in this cube, every Ronnie in this cube, is going to need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Not a strong suit for you,
Hey.
for your Ronnie.
Oh no.
Okay, so it is going to...
I fall down in vomit.
That's so sad.
Okay, so it just basically starts burbling, and like just a bunch of like tin cans and forks and other stuff covered in acid and destroyed come spewing out of its mouth down this thing, and they land on you, and you take 12 acid damage.
Don't like it.
Okay. And this one has been awakened, and it is going to try to move over here.
What's getting awakened?
This thing over here. It's another maw demon. Oh god, no snapping.
Oh no.
Kelkan, no!
Oh.
This is what you get for your no snapping. It's actually fine.
Oh,
I don't
God.
mind it at all. So it just like it's like it's just like thrashing and writhing, and like it looks horrifying. It's got like tentacles going every which way and just chomping at the air, and it's gonna run over and it is going to attempt to throw up on you guys in the same fashion. Just because that's funniest. So it is going to... It's actually going to go this way. Oh, Kelkan, why?
I apologize for ruining your massive damage. Am I the one spewing out though? Because I like that.
I guess. Oh yeah, I can do this. Okay. So it is going to spew.
Oh no.
That feels illegal, man. Like I just have to say
It's at
that
an
doesn't
angle.
seem right.
It's at an angle, bruh. You're the one who opened us up for this with your crazy suggestions about snapping and not snapping. So, everyone in this cube, that is Kelken, the Mephit, the Fox, and Wei, have to make a dex save.
Alan's been around the block. He's been vomited on before. He knows the
He
drill.
knows the score. He knows the score. Okay, so you guys both... oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to say that Ronnie is also prone, according to this. Because it's so slippery and slidey. Okay, so I guess if you pass, you just don't take the damage? Dust Mephit will take the damage.
I'm pretty sure the Mephit's dead.
This is where, yeah, what happens when a Mephit dies, though?
Yeah, nothing. It explodes into an explosion of sparkles and rainbows and buffs everyone nearby.
Is that what happens, though?
Just roll damage and we'll see what happens.
Okay, so 9. Let me see what the Fox gets here. Okay, it also passes. Okay, so the Mephit is the only one who gets hit. So when the Mephit dies, it explodes, correct?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I have to make a DC 10. Actually, I'll just put that in.
What is the... Every creature within 5 feet of it. Okay, so you're the only one within 5 feet of it, so you have to make a con save or be blinded after it explodes. Okay, you do pass.
Oh, yeah.
So you manage to shade yourself with your little claws as the Mephit dies. And did you just get rid of it? I was messing with it. What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay. So that one's done. Kelken, it is your turn now.
Okay. The crater itself, is it difficult terrain as well?
I would recommend it goes about like 10 to 15 feet down. It's like not a stable surface, but so I would recommend jumping across it or going around it. Because if you go directly down, then it would be difficult terrain. Yeah.
I see. Okay. Now I just wanted to see if I could get a run up, which I don't think I can. So I think I'm just gonna take a bite and 2 claws on it.
Okay, great. I believe all those are gonna hit. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
all 3 of those do hit.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you do 23 damage on it?
Yeah, I think so.
So this thing is bloodied immediately. You just start clawing into its side. Half of it, you're almost like pulling one half of its jaw away from the other half of its jaw. And it is now bloodied and bleeding out and still writhing. And its teeth are making this horrible noise. It seems to be inspiring your killing, because you wouldn't want to get rid of this thing. Okay, Wei, it is your go.
Okay. Say about that. I'll just come over here and then do a little stab.
Okay. Okay.
Oof.
That will hit.
Okay. I long for the nat 20.
Right? So that is just a regular 5, though, right?
Yes, but it's considered magical.
Oh, it is. Yes, it is magical damage. Correct. You see it sink into this thing. It is not doing well. You're stabbing it on the other side. You're basically about to pull this thing in half between the two of you. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I think at this point, I'm good.
Okay, Finn, your go.
Okay. Well, this thing is horrifying. So she's going to come up over here by Ronnie and do a dissonant whispers.
Okay. Okay, 15 save or 16 damage. Okay. Nice. Okay, so it fails
Hey.
badly. Wisdom is not its strong suit. So it is going to get taken down to, let's see here. Yeah.
To 0. I knew it.
Okay, so it is nearly bloodied right now.
Hmm.
Is that right? Yeah, nearly bloodied, but not quite. So you do a huge chunk of damage to it. You see it like shudder and shake as these whispers sort of mess with its mind, and it's all of the stuff that it usually eats, which is just junk and refuse, like a billy goat, begins to shudder and like break out of it. The spoons inside of it are bending because of this psychic damage. Take that, Uri Geller. Sue me like you sued Kadabra from Pokemon. I was just reading up on that thing where he sued for likeness rights. I think they settled out of court because they were like, yeah, we actually did base that Pokemon off you. Sorry. um, okay. What was that you're posting, Ash? Spell description?
Oh, I was just clicking on spell description and it didn't quite work out.
Would you like to do anything else, Finn?
I don't think I can really do much, so maybe she'll just move like over yonder.
It
Yeah.
recently resolved, Xena? Oh, interesting. Okay. Oz, your go.
All right. Well, Oz just saw this thing throw up all over his friends, so he does not want to be anywhere near it. So he's gonna work his way down.
Goes back down the mountain immediately.
Yeah, Oz just starts the long walk home. Like, nope, too much.
No.
And Oz is going to target the one immediately above him with Scorching Ray with all 3 of the rays.
Okay, great.
So it's 3 attack rolls.
Right. Okay, I believe the middle one hits.
All right.
Okay, you do
Oh,
see it
that's damage,
absorb a portion of that
Nice.
damage. But it does take a palpable blast from that and sort of reel back and then regain its composure. Okay, unless there's anything else you want to do, it's the Firefox's turn. Firefox is going to hop over here, very nimble, and just try to bite on this thing. Okay, that should hit. It does. Oh, and the Firefox takes something down. So it just grabs it.
Nice.
And basically what's happening here is that you, Kelken, are biting one side, and the Firefox is biting the other side, and you sort of wishbone this monster apart, and it sort of explodes everywhere, and you can see all the stuff that was inside. It was basically containing a bunch of junk. It just sort of spills out of it.
Any rusty spoons for
Oh,
Ashwin?
so many rusty spoons. Okay, that's... I guess that was only a little bit of its movement, right? So it's going to jump up here and start moving it that way. Ronnie, it's your go.
I'll use half my movement to stand up.
Okay.
And then can I use the remaining to jump up and like pull myself up to here?
Make an athletics check. You'll be easily able to reach, but make an athletics check to just be able to do it, because it is sort of like crumbly. Okay, you easily make your way up.
And I'll take a swing.
Okay. Big hit, big hit,
Yeah.
big hit. Big rolls from Ronnie tonight. 7 bludgeoning. Okay. So you are basically wailing on this thing, and you hit it like with both sides at once, and you break a ton of its teeth. They're basically little shattered nubs now. It's still up and it's still gibbering a little bit, but it is on its last leg stumps.
Well, I'll go ahead and action surge then, and
Okay.
try to take another swing.
Okay.
Oof.
You have inspo.
Oh yeah.
You don't need
I'll
it.
use
You
my
don't need
bardic.
it.
Okay,
You
great.
do hit with that. You do hit with that. Just barely, but you do. Okay, and with that, you smash it into smithereens. It, like the other one, also explodes. And a bunch of junk spills out of it.
Cool. I don't have any more movement, so I'll
hang out there.
wipe gunk off myself for a second.
Ugh. I hate whatever that is. Okay, it is the Nuparibo's turn. And Nuparibo is actually going to do something in this combat instead of just waking up and dying. It is going to rush over here as well as it can. It's not a very rushful creature. Can it actually do that? Yeah, it can just barely rush over there. Okay. And it is going to bite. And that'll hit for 4
Would you
piercing.
say that fox is defenseless?
No, it's not defenseless because it's a pretty good fighter. But I mean, you could use the other one on it, but it's not fully defenseless. No.
No, I can't use my. I would need the extra movement.
It's okay. You can tell just by looking at him that he's fairly resilient. This isn't going to hurt him that much. It's going to bite him a little, but you can tell there's magical properties that are keeping it mostly safe. As your DM, you guys have already lost one dog. I'm going to try here to be a little bit. I mean, that was not my plan, trust me. Okay, that's the end of its turn. Maw demons are both gone. Kelken, it is your turn.
Man, too soon.
Too soon. Too
So-
soon. Alright, Pug.
If I were to move up here, that would be 15 feet, right? Instead of 10 because of difficult terrain.
5, 10, 15. Yes, correct.
Okay. So I will move up there for 15. And then... That's 40 feet exactly. Okay.
That'll be fine.
And
yeah.
then I will move here, and I will make my bite and 2 claws.
Okay. The final
Can I use
claw
my
will...
inspo on the first bite?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so a d6. Okay, fantastic.
Okay. That's your bardic you used?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
that's
gotcha.
gone. But the claw hits, right?
The claw, yeah. Claw hits. Ooh, loving this Persona music. Okay. So you do take a big chunk out of it. You slash it across the belly, and it sort of rips open into a gory surprise. Oh yeah, you're doing your DC 12
Yeah.
strength. Okay, gotcha. It fails that and is knocked prone from that.
Awesome. That means I can make one bite against it as a bonus action too. So I'm gonna
Okay,
do that.
great. Okay, that'll
Nice.
miss.
Oh, man.
Low rolls, but good move. It's a good strat, regardless. This thing is bloodied now. Way, it is your go.
10 feet if I get over here, yeah?
Yep,
Difficult terrain? Okay.
correct.
Sick. Math is my worst enemy, and I'm not. I think I can get over here? Hopefully. And then I'm gonna do a stab.
Okay. Okay,
Nope.
that'll miss.
Just kidding. Stab again.
Okay, that one will hit. And it is dead. You have successfully felled this thing. You impale it right through. The sword comes out the other end, and it falls flat on its face and sort of deflates like a dying balloon. And with that, you guys are out of combat.
It's good to work with you again, Wei.
Talking dinosaur.
For sure, man, for sure. I gotta be real, it's real weird talking to hearing your voice coming out of a little beak.
Yeah, you'd think it would have some effect on my vocal cords, but I guess apparently not.
Yeah.
Maybe after some acting classes, am I right, folks? It's actually way better that it doesn't have that effect, because it's kind of soothing. It's like, oh yeah, it's not a dinosaur, it's good old Kel. Okay, so you guys are officially out of combat from what you can tell, and from what the Firefox seems to indicate with its uh yip yips. It seems like the path is clear. It's going to dart ahead a little bit and sort of wait for you guys by the mouth of the cave.
Was that the last one? Are there more?
God damn it.
There's probably more. There's always more.
I'm no expert on, infernal beings, but it seems like these ones seem to have evolved to be able to take the elements of both heat and cold. It's kind of annoying,
You
really.
don't say.
Sarcastic bird kid.
Sarcastic bird.
Wait, where's Kel? I hear him.
This is me now, Oz, and I just spread my little tiny arms to the side.
Wait, if Kel's the raptor, that means that Kel could literally be that like contemplative raptor meme. That fits him so well.
Oz is looking closely at the raptor. It's like, did you eat Kelkin?
Good boy.
You've seen how big I am, Oz. How would I fit in this thing's belly?
Kelkin, you shrunk yourself and got eaten by a dino. That's impressive.
Look, no. You always wanted a dino friend, right? And I was like, you know what? Dino friend for Oz. So here you go, dino friend.
You shrunk yourself and got eaten to get me a dino friend. Thank you, Kel.
Let's roll with that. That's exactly what I did.
All right.
Oz just pats Kel the dino on the head. A dino.
I will say that as you guys are sort of chatting and making your way through, you do notice some things on the ground there. There is some, not much, but some gold and money inside some of these beasts, especially these maw demons. And inside the maw demons, between the two of them, you find some really strange stuff. Like stuff you would not expect to find as loot or perhaps anywhere. Between the two maw demons, you find a deck of dirty playing cards, a giant's toenail, a preserved human brain in a jar, and 6 Yuan-ti throwing stars.
Hold on, bring it all down.
If those playing cards don't go to Wei, I'd be very surprised. Although I guess Finn makes sense too. They both live the casino life. But yeah, just based on looking at these deceased maw demons, you get the sense that these things eat anything and everything, and over the course of their lifespans, they lots of, like the shark in Jaws, lots of strange things like license plates might wind up inside them. Even though carriage plates probably aren't invented yet. They might be. We'll see later. As you approach this cave, it starts to get colder and colder, and you do get the sense that the whatever is the source of turning this volcano from hot to cold is likely inside.
So we thinking blue orb?
I mean, if they're color coordinated, probably.
Who's gonna get the blue orb then? Should we just decide it now?
Well, maybe we can everyone think about it if you would like some ice, either power or problem. Both, you know.
Noted.
Privately, subtly tries to like fall to the back and see if she can burp fire again. Excuse me, they can burp fire again.
Make a Constitution check.
Just a straight check.
Yeah. You get the sense that now that it has sort of settled in you, you are able to just spew a little bit like, sort of like an anime character breathing a spicy pepper. You can just like shoot a little bit of fire like a foot in front of your face. And you can stop it on command. You get the sense that now, on command, you will be able to use an action to do a fire weapon, should you so choose, like a fire breath weapon, basically.
Fire breath. Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So yeah, you're all sort of crouching around this, or not crouching, but standing nearby the entrance to this cave. You get the sense, just from the way the fox is acting, that something is in there. It's sort of moving around cautiously, stealthily, like a fox might, but sort of indicating that it wants to enter and is prepared to do battle.
Al, can you talk to it? Is Jonathan in there?
That is a fantastic question, because I do have Speak with Animals, but can I use it as a dinosaur? Sure.
I don't think you can cast while a dinosaur.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I just yip at the at the fox and see if I can discern?
Are you able to use your speak to animals thing, your verbal trait? Because that's not really a spell, it's an innate ability.
Yeah, it's not really a spell, it's more of a trait.
I'm going to say that you can, since it's your voice too, you should be able to just talk to it.
Okay. So we're worried about this Jonathan character. Have you heard of a Jonathan? Just like a nod or I mime a nodding or a shaking of the head. Just a nod or shake will do.
It sort of tilts its head, confused, and then shakes its head as if to say no.
Well, I mean, it seems like he doesn't really know who Jonathan is. Even if I was able to actually speak to him, I feel like Jonathan would elicit some sort of response.
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel like we're gonna find out one way or another.
We should probably be ready to hightail it out of there, though, because if Volcano go back to being regular Volcano, I'm not so stoked about being stuck in there when that happens.
Good thinking.
Finn, make a perception check as you're standing at the mouth of the cave. As you're peering around the edge of this cave, you can see clearly back into what looks like some sort of weird, icy cavern throne room, almost. And there is a spiky, fiendish figure sitting atop an icy throne in there. It doesn't look like anyone you know, but you can tell that they are some sort of larger, not a large creature, but around the same size as you, fiend, although much less attractive. You can discern that quite clearly.
That's important.
Hey guys, there's some ugly dude on the on the icy chair in there.
Shall we? I'm gonna have a potion if nobody minds. And then maybe let's go.
Do you want a
meet
potion, or do you want me to just give you a heal?
Do the Steven Universe, lick your hand and slap it on the forehead.
Oh no, I think canonically we agreed it was the shoulder rub.
Oh yeah, the shoulder rub of destiny.
If you have enough that you're not worried that we would need them in battle later, sure, that would be
Yeah,
great.
we should be fine. Let's see. Heal for 5. How would that do you?
I'm 20 shy of my full, so whatever.
Yeah, let me do 10 then.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Oh, yeah, you got something real deep in here.
As we are heading into this next segment, it might be another lengthy stretch. So why don't we take our normal 5-minute break now? So we'll be back at 10 to the hour. But yeah, we'll be right back. I'm gonna put you guys on mute so you can chat. And yeah, we'll be right back. All right, we are back. All right, are you guys ready to head in?
I
Yeah.
think first I might pull Finn aside and be like, I don't know if it's just the pocket sand, but you might have something else too. And I sort of like do a small like, bah! Not a full like 15 feet, but just like a little thing.
Damn, I could have used that for my tricks. I'm kind of jealous.
For our
She
fan
just likes-
artists, both of their clothes burn off in this. So if it just use that. Just kidding.
Feel covered in fur.
Yeah, right. But rippling biceps too, I assume. Biceps from head to toe. Just growing hands.
We die of hypothermia instantly.
Not in front of Ozzy. Okay. So I'm gonna bring you to the next map inside. If that's alright.
Do you want me to move us to dungeon music or anything, or is the fight music still appropriate?
This is still fine.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you can put it on creepy for a second if you want.
Did you just call me Kel in real life?
I said well, not Kel.
Okay.
Who am I missing?
Well.
Bird kid. Putting the
Kel.
wizard at the front. No, you guys can place yourselves however you want. I'm just slapping you down there. So there are some barriers here. They're like little 5 foot things of ice, like just like little icy barricades, sort of. And there's also what looks to be some like very slippery ice terrain right there too. And just some shattered pieces of rock and frozen debris here. But at the back of this, you see this guy. That's what he looks like.
Classic
He looks like,
Jonathan.
he looks like a gremlin, but he's like human sized. He's just covered with spikes. He's just this big spiky boy, and he's sitting there cross-legged and seeming to be like enjoying himself in the frosty air. And he's going to beam his consciousness into, let me see here. Yeah, he's going to beam his voice into all of you. And he's going to say, "Ah, visitors. People here to check out my new cool kingdom. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to take a seat on the ice and really enjoy yourself."
Do we see any sign of the blue orb?
No, it's not visible to you right now.
I guess I'll head forward. Was he beaming thoughts in common?
He's speaking directly to you via telepathy.
Okay. I guess I'll start walking forward. Jonathan,
Eh?
does he respond?
Oh, you've heard of me. This is great news.
Of course.
Well, I knew this would be the perfect excursion. You know, I wasn't really welcome back where I come from. But here, I'm sort of the king of the castle, so to speak. Did you have fun meeting my friends outside? I hope they weren't too much trouble for you.
Not at all.
Very good. Now, I do like visitors, but I also enjoy my peace and quiet. I'm tired of all the rampaging and rumbling around from the tenebrous abyss where I resided until recently. So, What can I do you for? How can I help you? And perhaps get rid of you quickly.
Very sorry to hear that you had to leave. What happened?
Why should I tell you about my past? What's in it for me?
A listening audience.
Make a persuasion
It
check.
doesn't seem like your companions outside were much for a conversation.
Okay.
This is a thing.
I don't like people who interrogate me and insult my companions. Sure, they aren't the smartest tools in the shed, but they are useful tools nonetheless. My past is my past, but let it be known that this is my domain now, and you're walking in it, pal.
Well, unfortunately, Jonathan, I'm going to have to ask for that little toy of yours.
Which toy do you mean?
Blue, round. You know the one.
As you've been moving up, the fox has been joining you at your side and is just sort of growling softly at him. Ah, yes. It's the former inhabitant of this place. Unfortunately, he had trouble paying the rent, and the climate changed. It's not his neighborhood anymore. It's mine. And you know what? I've grown quite fond of this little toy. It's what helps me keep this place so nice and cool, rather than the hothouse it was before. So no, I don't think I'll be handing it over. Sorry. You can be on your way.
I guess Ronnie's sort of gonna look back. Slight shrug.
Yeah.
And
Unfortunately, that's not really what we had in mind.
Oh, really?
and I'll
And Finn has her dagger just like casually out to the side.
and I guess I'll just take a swing and get this party started.
Okay. Everybody roll for initiative.
Click token first.
I
I did it.
Important advice. And look how it paid off for you. 21.15 on
That was an
initiative.
outline reminder to myself, but
Yeah, I know, right?
thank you.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
Token? What do you mean?
Just really
Okay.
enjoyed walking across, being like,
Wait,
what do you mean?
"Ooh, I don't want to use
What do you
movement
mean?
in combat."
What do you mean?
The way she sounds at the end, it makes me laugh every time.
I
What do you mean? It's like she's just crying. Okay. So yeah, we can go into combat music now, if you'd please, Sir DJ.
All right.
And Finn, we're gonna
That's-
start with you.
Hooray.
On the
Okay.
DJ.
Hold on. Where is my ruler? Okay. So we're gonna hop up right over here. Actually, maybe here. And I think she's gonna just throw a dagger at this guy.
Okay.
A regular old knife.
Okay, that will miss. He just sort of tilts his head casually
Oh,
to the
no.
side, and it hits the icy throne behind him. Oh, was that meant for me?
Don't worry, I've got plenty of these.
You'd better have better aim, too.
She pouts. That's all she's got. Wait. Bonus actions. gonna pop a bardic over to Ronnie really quick.
Sproink. Okay, what does the bardic look like as it pops off your wand?
A fire, like a nice like fireball.
Ah! Now that your wand actually shoots fire, it's gonna be confusing.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, Wei, it is your go.
Alrighty. Right there. And I'll do crossbow.
Okay, great.
Just a casual light crossbow.
Okay, that will hit. Okay, like his friends outside, that will take diminished damage due to a resistance. Ah, little darts. Not my favorite, but not really a problem. Like mosquito bites. He flicks the bolt away.
Couple more tricks up my sleeve.
Okay, Ronnie, it is your go.
Okay. I'll take a wing. Do.
Okay, that'll hit.
That. Okay. Cool. Great. I also have a thing, which is surprise attack. When I hit a creature with an attack roll, it takes an extra 2d6 if it hasn't yet taken a turn.
Right, you're right, yeah. It's a great
So
move, yeah.
there's that, and then
2d6.
so 5 bludgeoning and just another 2d6.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so that'll take 13 bludgeoning. He is gonna resist that, though. He has some sort of, because of these spikes on the outside and his fiendish nature, he's going to be able to resist that. So that will be, let's see, he'll take that, but he's still, you're not sure if he's feigning it or he's actually just that strong, but he seems to like flinch mildly from the hammer hit to his shoulder and still just be sitting casually in the chair. Like, huh, seems to be a light breeze in here.
I'm gonna use a War Priest charge and take another attack.
Okay. Okay,
Fuck.
that'll miss. You will smash the armrest of the chair. Hey, that's annoying. I really like this chair. This is the first time he seemed actually angry, but you can see his lip curling up with a smile, too.
Looks like you need to redecorate.
Maybe that's a good idea. Kel, it is...
That's
Oh, sorry, go
it
ahead.
for me.
Okay, Kel, your
Yeah,
turn.
no, that's it.
Okay, I will move straight up and take my bite and 2 claws.
You get pounce on this, too,
Woof.
right?
Yep,
Okay, so you need to do a strength.
yeah.
Okay, I think that passes, right? So those will...
It does, yeah.
That's 2 hits. Bite and
Yeah.
the last claw both hit. Okay, so that's 16 total. Okay.
Does he have resistance to the piercing, or is it the magical part of Wei's attack?
You're not sure what he's resisting, but it's clearly the same effect is happening on his body. It sort of like doesn't dig in the way, it doesn't feel like you're making real cuts into him with either of these.
Okay.
It feels like they're just glancing against the surface. Okay. Sorry, doing head math. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn, yeah.
Okay. At this point, he's going to lean back and sort of like rotate his head, and he's going to crack his knuckles, and he's just going to be like, you know what? I invite you in here You're my first real guests who aren't from the tenebrous abyss. And this is how you treat me, with these little pitter-pats against my flesh. You know what? If this is gonna be a party, we need some real guests. Here, let me invite some more of my friends. And he begins to do some weird conjuration with his fingers. And in the center of the room, behind Finn and in front of Oz, you're going to see some things appear from the ground. And they look like little icy archways. It seems like ice is forming into little arches, little quinceanera arches. Sorry. I just watched A King of the Hill with the quinceanera, so it's on my mind. But they're going to, rather than stepping through and becoming a woman, something is going to emerge from these. I'm making them visible for you now. You can see that these things, the outer archway is icy and made of some sort of like conjured ice, and then the inside of them looks like a magical ethereal portal. And as he summons these, some creatures begin to walk through. From two of the doors, you see a couple more dretches up here from two of these doors. And they're going to join the initiative right here. No. Apologies while I pull them up. I always seem to be fumbling with the DM layer, or GM layer. And I apologize for that. Okay. So they will be moving right after him. So two of them have popped through right now. And Jonathan is going to... Well, he's right next to... Oops. I keep clicking Devil's Sight. I apologize for that. So he is going to make a... he's going to use his multi-attack on Kel. And he's going to do one tail attack and two claw attacks.
Oh
all
my
of which will
god.
hit. So that is 11, 9,
I'm
and
gonna
7.
do interception.
Okay.
On the one that that 11.
Okay.
So let me see. What is that? 2. So it reduced by 9.
Okay, so that's 2 plus 16, which is 18.
Yeah. Oh god! That's a big wolf spider.
What?
And I guess it just lives here now because it just walked behind a box. Okay.
Oh no.
Let's all forget that happened. Oh jeez. I mean,
Dinosaur on the
Oh,
screen. That's
no.
more interesting than a spider.
I hate when that
It's just
happens.
a spider friend.
Yeah, I know. Spiders are good, but they still are. You know, it's always just that, like... It's always that, well, it was sort of brown, so it's a brown recluse, right? And I'm going to die? Like, that's what it always feels like. But I was just a wolf spider. Okay, so interception is the one where you take the damage for him.
No, that's just the one where I can use my reaction to reduce the damage.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's the fighting style.
Gotcha. Okay.
What's the thingy where? What kind of save do I have to make? I have bark skin up, but I need to maintain concentration on that, and I've taken damage, so I need to make a
con save
check?
10 or half the damage, whichever is.
But also, I wonder, like, I think that would not be the total of 18 damage. Half? I guess that would still be less than 10. So it'd be less than 10. So
Right,
10.
I guess each of them are less than 10. Yeah, if we take them as 3 different attacks, so yeah. So do I need to make 3 con saves for those 3 attacks then?
Yeah.
Okay. 1... Okay, that's already
That
down.
failed. Yeah. Where did the spider even come from? I've been thinking about that forever now. So,
Where'd he go?
Yeah, I know he
Where
went
did he come
behind my
from?
Elden Ring
Cotton?
box.
Oh,
Joe.
can you set Meowth on it?
Yeah, his cats eat spiders all the time. Good protein. She's too dumb to catch it, but I mean, she can at least chase it away. Alright, so your bark skin is down.
Yeah.
Your dino form is not looking great right now. That was the end of Jonathan's turn. Okay, it is the Dretches. The Stretch is going to rush forward and try to get at Oz. This one is going to make a bite and a claw attack. Bites for 10, that'll miss, right? And claw for 3, that will also miss. It snaps and sort of like hits, bites its own tongue for 1 damage. That ends the Dretch's turns. Or actually, there's this other one here that's gonna run forward. This one's going to go here, but this is difficult terrain. It's going to make a dexterity check here. And it's going to fail and fall prone. And Jonathan's just gonna like slap his face. No, it's so hard finding good party guests these days. And that's gonna end its movement for the turn. Oz, it is your go.
Oz, just staring down the Stretch, just kind of looks up slowly and is going to hit it with a Witch Bolt, or at least try to.
Okay. That'll be a disadvantage because it's close. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter there because they're the same. That will miss. Okay. Would you like to try to move, or are you going to stay there?
Yeah, no, Ozzy's gonna try to run.
Okay.
And knowing it's probably going to go for an opportunity attack, he's gonna use his tail when it does that.
Okay, great. Love to see it. Oz has a dragon costume, and he's got a makeshift tail. So it will go for a claw attack. But it'll miss. And the tail attack
He's
will
just
also
not
miss.
doing a
right?
great job.
Yeah, we've got some low rolls today. Only Ronnie is really killing it. Although the dinosaur's been doing pretty good too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So solidly had, I think, more than one nat one.
Okay, Finn, it is your go.
Okay. Decisions. Yeah, she's going to... Doing math. Okay. She's going to hop over this way. And she's going to use Cloud of Daggers on the farthest Dretch.
Okay.
I'll put that in chat.
Okay.
Oh, whoops. I wanted to put the spell.
I got it here.
Yeah?
A
Alright,
cube
cool.
5 feet on each side, centered on a point you choose. 5 feet on each side? Oh, okay. So it's just centered on one point, right?
Yeah, so centered on the dretch.
Okay. So it's sort of like... Let's make it red. Uh... Okay, when it enters the spell's area for the first time, it's technically entering the spell's area as the spell is being cast on it, right? So it takes 12 slashing damage. And it does not have resistance to slashing. So it is going to take all of that. It is now bloodied. Does that persist? Oh yeah, it's concentration and it persists.
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to do anything else?
No, not for the time being.
Okay, Wei, it is your go.
Question before I do go. Does Firefox... I don't see them on the initiative order.
Oh, you're right. Okay, let's shoehorn them in here. Let's just see. That's a good call.
He's just standing there.
It's so
Just
awkward. Wei, have you already gone? Is this your second turn?
This is my second turn, yeah.
Okay, so we'll let Firefox go 2 moves then,
Red.
for the sake of just catching up. Oh, actually, we'll just have him do his first one here, and then he'll get his second one after you. After... Or before Ronnie, yeah. Okay, Firefox is going to use Tail Whip on Jonathan, which is like this. May hop around distractingly and confuse a single target. This imposes disadvantage on that target's relevant actions until the start of the fox's next turn.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, see, it can do some nice stuff. It's not useless, you guys, like you said. Not me. Me being self-conscious about my own stupid creations. But hey, he's weakened, alright? Okay, so... What are you doing? Stop distracting me, you stupid little thing! Jonathan is distracted by the hopping around of the fox and can't concentrate. Oh, actually, let's say... I'm gonna say he doesn't do that yet, because it doesn't make sense.
Because he could go away immediately, right?
Alright, let's have him just do his moves both back-to-back, and the second one will be that. So he's going to... he's going to shoot a firebolt at Jonathan as his first thing. For 9 fire. Jonathan's going to resist that. And he's going to take half that damage. Ah! Barely felt anything. I'm just going to give him 19.1 just to make myself feel great. And now he's got he does the tail whip, and that's that. Okay. Thank you for telling me that, Ruthie. Okay, yep. Wei, it is your go.
Here. And go for a little stabby.
Go for it.
It's a treat.
Okay, that'll miss. That'll hit.
Yay.
Okay.
And is he a fiend by any chance?
Yes, he is.
So he's also gonna do it's gonna be 13 radiant damage, 6 piercing.
Okay. So He's gonna take the full 13. And then he is going to get resistance on that piercing. Ah! What's that bright light? Oh, fan of the gods, are you? I don't care for your kind. Well, I don't care for
Okay,
your
pretty
kind
much
very
it.
much either. Who said that?
Oh, bouncing around like the fox being distracting.
Anything else, Way?
Um, I think I'm good.
Okay, Ronnie, it's your go.
Gonna just take a swingity swing. I just keep scrolling through all my stuff as though something's gonna change.
It's like when you haven't gotten groceries, but you keep revisiting the fridge. You're like, something's
Hell
gotta
yeah.
be in here. Okay. He's gonna take that hits.
And why not? We'll use my other war priest to do another swing.
Okay, that'll hit. Okay. All right. You're sort of battering him back and forth, side to side with these hammers. He's starting to flinch now and get angry. It seems like he's actually willing to recognize this as a fight at this point.
Yeah. All right. That'll be it for Ronnie.
Okay, Dino Kel.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to back up just by one. I will take the attack of opportunity and see if that hits. If it does, it's fine.
Okay, but he has disadvantage on his attacks of opportunity now anyway.
Right.
So he's going to try to strike at you with his tail. It will hit.
18 does it.
For 18. That's 9. That's going to take you out of wild shape, and you're going to take an additional...
Wait, let me do my thing.
Okay.
No, that's reduced to 0, because it's 7 plus my proficiency.
Your PV?
Okay.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So you take no damage.
Awesome.
Always getting in the way.
Because, okay, let's see. I have 1 hit point. So I would like to unwild shape anyway, because I have something I want to cast. So let me get rid of that, and then come back as fully healed Kelkin. Because where am I? There I am. Oop. I would like to cast Entangle on the 20-foot, I guess. Wait, let me measure a square. Snap the corner. Oh god. That's not what. Hold on.
Just don't
Head.
snap it.
Do you
Corner.
see? Do you see the problems we have? It's not
There
just
we
me.
That's not bad. Okay, so there I will like to cast Entangle.
Okay. I'll draw it for you.
Yeah. Let me keep that up for you.
Okay.
Which means he... Oop. So he has to make a strength saving throw, but I think he still has disadvantage, right?
He does indeed.
Right. So he
Awesome.
he fails that.
Okay. So now he's restrained, and if he wants to do anything, he has to spend an action to make a strength check on his next turn. So he's just kind of there for the while. And I'll end my turn there.
Okay, so he has to. Okay, so yeah, since he's restrained, he can't do nothing, right? He can't move. Attacks
Right.
against him have advantage, and his rolls have disadvantage. He already has disadvantage, but that will continue. He has disadvantage against Dex saving throws, but on his next turn, he'll be able to do repeat the save to try to get out
Yes.
of it.
Yeah.
All right, got it. So you do attacks against him will have advantage while he's restrained. So that was a good move. What was it? Where's Kel? Oh, you got
Oh, I
rid of him.
deleted the dinosaur. So
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
my bad.
What was your
Oh.
initiative?
I think it was like a 60.
Let me let me scroll up and find it.
Well, it was after Ronnie, right? Or was it before Ronnie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna add Kel to it, and just don't delete.
My
Kel,
initiative
just
was
move it.
13.15.
Don't even if you wild shape, don't delete Kel. Just move him to the other side
Yeah,
of
my
the map,
bad. I forgot. But, yeah.
just to keep it straight. Okay, so is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn. Yeah.
Trying to use tricks to keep me down. He's going to try to break free again. Spell save. 15. Yeah.
15. Yeah.
He still has disadvantage, so he gets he gets a natural 1. So he's gonna like hurt himself while trying to free himself. He's still struggling though. Okay, so you can't really do anything else. He's just gonna yell out, this party needs more party animals! And when he says that, some party animals arrive, through the portals. One comes here. And one comes here. These are gigantic, stinky, demonic cows.
Oh.
And
Stench
Hate
Cow
that.
would be a great band name.
Stench Cow! And they're going to click their token and roll for initiative. So that's how we do things here. Okay, it went perfectly in place. Perfectly in place. Perfectly in place. Throw those perfectly in place emotes up in chat. They should look like Tetraminos sliding into place. Okay, so he can't do anything else, but Stench Cows are on the map. So this guy is starting his turn in the place where the Cloud of Daggers is. So that he needs to, if you can roll another 4d4 for Cloud of Daggers, please, Liz.
Okie dokie. Wait, it was a D4?
4d4 for Cloud of Daggers.
4D4, right. Barnacles.
Okay, he is dead. All the tiny
Oh.
daggers floating around him slice him up real good, and he is done. He just falls into pieces.
Hey. So now, I'm not sure if I get to move that somewhere, or
Let's see.
how that works.
I think it just stays there until you choose to stop concentrating on it or lose concentration on it.
Gotcha.
Okay, other Dretch is going to use half its movement to stand. It is now up. It only has 20 feet of movement though, so it can only go here. So it is going to try to multi-attack. Actually, okay, so it is going to stink up the place. These guys are very stinky. That's the one thing you gotta know about fiends.
No.
They are stinky boys. Big
He defends
stinky.
Finn's modern sensibilities.
Oh wait, that's the wrong tool.
Jonathan, your friends stink.
I know, it's why I love them.
Is Jonathan a stinky boy?
He's a big boy. He's a big boy. Okay, so this didn't go the way he planned, but still. Can't quite reach Oz, but he's going to stink up this area. Which makes it like slightly obscured in this area, so it's slightly harder to see. So like for example, the fox would be having trouble seeing the stench cow down here. because it's just this gas, and you're Oz, you're kind of having trouble seeing most of the stench cow from where you're at, the one to your right now. And this will last for 1 minute. Let me put a stink line here.
She's just coughing like, my clothes, no.
That was pretty close. And you've got to make a DC 11 con saving throw or be poisoned until the start of this thing's next
Oh my
turn.
gosh. More than just sink. Okay. Well.
Oh no.
No.
Well.
Okay, nat 1. Okay, so you are poisoned, and while you are poisoned in this way, you'll be poisoned until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Oh.
Do I
Okay.
take damage?
Actually, you are poisoned for... I made you roll on this too early, I believe. But we'll just say... So for your next turn, you're poisoned. And then that's it, basically. Is
Gotcha.
how it works. So during your next turn, you can either take an action or a bonus action, not both. And you can't take reactions, is how this poisoning works because of this thing. And because this is lightly obscured, where are my... Well, it's not super important. I'll look that up later. But let's say it's Oz's turn now.
The stench codes are perfectly 40 feet apart. I'm gonna use a fireball because those are 40 feet apart, so that's 20 feet. I hit that. I had evocation wizard, so Finn is safe. So
Oh my god.
fireball centered from there. It's time.
Won't that hit you too, though?
No, I'm an evocation wizard, so
Oh, you
I
can
get
shape
the spell's level
sculpt.
plus 1 pockets of safety.
Oh my god.
It's time.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Dexterity
So we'll
saving
go
throws.
like
If they
this?
pass, they take half. It's 20 feet radius.
20 feet radius. Oh yeah, you're right.
So it just perfectly hits both of them.
It perfectly hits both of them. You can sculpt it so that it doesn't hit you guys.
Yep.
Wow.
So either 34 damage or half, depending on their dex throws.
Okay, got it.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah.
Left- Third level spells, it's time to actually be an evocation wizard.
And you were gonna take lightning.
I was going to take lightning.
Oh, come on,
Well, I was
dexterous
gonna take both.
cows. Left, right. Okay,
Beautiful.
they both fail miserably. So they both take but they do have a resistance because they are cows. They are cows, and cows are
Use
very
it.
resistant.
Cows are
They
notoriously
smell vaguely of
resistant to
hamburger.
fire.
So because they are so resistant, they only die instantly instead of immediately.
Beautiful. Also, that portal is hit by it. I don't know if that affects anything.
Which both portals or oh wait, let me draw that again.
The
so I
portal that's closest to Finn.
It
What
was
about this guy
one,
too?
right?
Doesn't he get hit?
Oh,
Yes,
it
he
was
does.
up one, so that could hit the other guy.
It was here.
Yeah, it hits right the edge of it. I don't know if that affects anything.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it does. Okay, so that thing, that portal disappears. It just melts and breaks down. Hey, don't mess with those! These cows are just dead. Just instantly. Just like, and magically they become just like rotting steaks that just like poof and lay on the ground as just big steaks.
Oswald looks over at Finn and gives her 2 big thumbs up, keeping her safe from the fireball.
Fire just swept over Finn. That she wasn't expecting.
Can you post spell sculpt? I know it works the way
Hot
you do.
and
I just want to
stinky in here.
reread it. because that is fucking awesome.
Yeah, Evocation is like the best class because you just can do all the AoE spells you want, and as long as they're Evocation, you keep the party safe.
That's so awesome. Okay, those are both down. 3 portals are still up, but Oz has just destroyed these cows as soon as they went through. The fox turns around and its jaw kind of drops. It's like, what? It looks at its own paws and it begins to like conjure some fire within itself, but it doesn't seem to be getting any stronger.
Did the Dretch do a save?
My bad. It is Dex save.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
it fails as well.
And it's
It is
half on a
also
fail. Or on a succeed.
okay. It will take. Wait, it'll take 17 damage, right?
That is half of 34.
It now has 1 hit point. It is just like it is just basically its entire half part of its body is burned off. It's just 2 legs kicking at Finn right now in a stinky cloud. Let's hope that
8
cloud.
and 6 are gonna do that.
You know, if this was Baldur's Gate, the cloud would explode and kill Finn instantly, and we'd have to save scum our way out of it. Okay. So that is your turn, yeah? That was a hell
Yeah,
of a turn.
Oswald's good. He does need to move.
It's like, I'm
That is
tired of missing.
legitimately
Time to fireball.
Everybody turned around like, whoa. Ronnie looks at Kel and Wei and is just like, ugh.
I'm just speechless.
And they feel insecure about their little fire breath.
Get some fiery diarrhea again. Oh no. Okay, Finn, it is your go. Top of the order.
Okay, so because I'm in this stinky cloud, I'm gonna take a guess that if I were to do a melee attack, that would be at disadvantage because I can't really see.
It would be a disadvantage anyway because you were poisoned.
Oh, okay. So,
All
alright. You know what? Let's just take a stab in the dark, I think. Since he's almost dead anyway. Yeah, she's gonna do a sentimental dagger.
Okay, with disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Okay, that will hit. That will hit.
Yay!
Nice.
Hey. Take
Okay,
that.
he is dead. You stab him in his like burnt off torso, and he just keels over, leg twitching. Done. He is donezo. My guests, you're ruining the party.
Incredible. And she's just gonna move out of this cloud if she can. Is my movement slowed, or was I only able to do one thing?
No, you're fine. You can still move.
Okay, cool.
You just can't
Just,
take a bonus action.
Emerging from this gas as if she had just been pepper sprayed.
Just blinking.
Imagining though that
Someone hand me some milk.
the fireball like dry cleaned your clothes.
Don't worry, I'm just stinky and hot now, like a New York summer. I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the end of your turn because you can't do anything else. So
Yeah.
Firefox's turn. It is going to it's gonna continue dancing to impose disadvantage on Jonathan.
Yeah, that's a really crazy powerful ability.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And it is Way's turn. That is the fox. Keep it dancing.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing as before.
Okay, crossbow.
Oh shit, wrong one. Might be. Reading helps.
There you go. Okay, 20 will hit.
Do you want me to do damage first or just roll both attacks?
Either way, it's fine. Those will both hit because you do have advantage against this
Oh, sick.
restrained creature. Okay.
And for one of these, I only have one first level spell. Can I do a second level?
Second level smite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going to be another 1d8 for that second level smite. But then it's also 2 more d8s because he's a fiend.
Yep.
So 3d8. Oh, that's a bummer.
Oh, brutal.
Okay, 16. Oh, I'm sorry. That's 29 radiant.
29 radiant, and then 13 piercing. Or 12 piercing, my bad.
So 6 piercing.
Okay, he is definitely bloodied now. He's seeping like weird green blood. And what is... You said 12 piercing?
That was
Yeah.
Okay, so
Crazy good.
he's gonna resist that. Like, he's still up, but he is definitely bloodied and very frustrated to still be restrained. You guys are really taking him to town.
He likes sitting down so much. May as well keep him there.
Okay. Do you have a bonus action?
No, my bonus actions are spell based, and I'm out of spell slots, which I love for us.
Okay. Ronnie, it's your go. And you will have advantage on attacks while he's restrained.
Well, I was gonna come as a shock, you guys, but
It's hammer time?
I want to take a swing.
Okay, that'll
Yikes.
miss.
That's it for Ronnie.
Okay. Kelken, it is your turn.
Okay, I am going to turn into a bear this time. So let me
Okay.
just move away, not delete. And then yoink.
Yay!
Okay, how does this work? Do I
Ooh,
fit in this space?
Sorry, can I actually just use my bardic? I forgot I had that.
Yes. For that 12?
Yeah.
Yes. How much is Bardic? 1d8?
6, right?
6.
It's a yeah.
15, that will hit.
Okay.
Gonna get rid of your Bardic. Okay, for 10. Okay, so it's gonna be lessened, but he does take the hit. He's standing up atop his chair now, trying to pull himself away from these grasping vines, unsuccessfully.
Ronnie also just saw Waylon do 35 damage
Do
and
some
was like,
pally
I
damage.
also am helping.
Raylan's still impressed.
Kel, to answer your question, yes, you can fit there. You were just in front of the barricade. This
Okay.
represents the barricade's vertical height, not its
I see.
horizontal
Okay,
height.
okay. Thank you. Okay. Ronnie, are you done?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm done.
Okay. I'll just take a step forward and make my multi.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I have too many things on my screen. Brown bear,
Tell
there
me about it.
you go. So that with advantage.
This-
Okay, does
Oh,
14
yeah,
hit?
yeah.
No. And then
Those are both misses, yeah.
pause.
Okay, 16 will hit.
Okay, cool.
Is this 3 attacks, or is that...
No. I forgot to roll for advantage for the first
Gotcha.
one, so I just.
Okay. Alright, so that's gonna hit... You guys are slowly whittling him down. You can see him breathing heavily as the vines are restraining him. For now, he is still up, though. And it is his turn. He's going to try to roll another strength to get out of this stinky mess that he is in. What is the thing?
14. It's 15 is the spell save.
Oh! With
Yeah.
that disadvantage, too. Oh, poor guy. That's a shame. It's a shame for him. But after the sandwich, you guys deserve a big win. So he's still stuck there. Both dretches are down currently. He's going to yell out, "Please! Help me! Um. Uh. And two more of his minions are going to pop through some portals to impose some threats to the back line. But they're going to be in weird places because of... That's a spicy save.
It's magic.
It's magic! Okay. You see the sight of what looks to be things coming through the portal, but you don't you don't actually see things coming through the portal. So you get the sense that something did come through, like there was a swirling and like a sign, an indication as before that something came through, but there's no visible sign.
Seems fine and not suspicious.
Yeah, exactly. Just gonna move this over here. Okay. Oh, that's really neat. Okay. So that's the end of his turn. Oz, it's your go.
Oz watched that fire destroy the portal. It's where you can see the little gears turning in his head, and he's going to Scorching Ray and hit the other 3 portals.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Okay, those...
Would you
yeah.
like me to roll all 3 of them?
Oh, yes, please. It'll be a DC 5 to hit.
No!
Even with the nat 1, it's still above, so I'm going to say that works. You sort of glance it, but at the same time. And what's the guaranteed damage on this? Because you need 5 to destroy a
It's
portal.
2d6, so it is a minimum of 2.
Okay, let's then roll damage on them. Oh! Oh!
Alright.
Oh, okay. Keeping
Alright.
things interesting.
Alright, so this one is melting and looking bad. This one is kaput. Well, it's not a corpse, it just disappears. And this one is mostly broken down. Okay, fireball one
Oz is
turn.
squinting at them,
Yeah, like
trying to figure out why one melted and the other 2 didn't.
only fireball from now on. All circumstances. Okay,
And there's
Finn.
one more.
It is... Wait, he has one more what? Fireball?
No. I'm saying I have one more charge for Fireball.
Nice.
Ominous.
Okay, Finn, your go.
Alright. Finn's gonna hop up right over here, methinks. And we're gonna try to do this again. I hope it works. I want it to work. We're gonna do a Wonderful Sparks from her wand straight at Mr. in the chair over there.
Okay, great.
Hey.
I think that misses, right? It's gonna
You have
sail over his
advantage,
head.
right?
Oh yeah, you do. So
Woo.
roll again. Oh, natural
Nice.
20!
What?
Alright, roll that damage.
Hell yeah, let's go. Oh, let's go, I said. There. Oh, okay. It was really delayed.
Wait, so it's 2d6 and then it went twice, right?
Yeah, I like lagged the first time for me. It's okay. It's 12.
Oh, I see. I thought it was both, but no, it counted the thing. Okay, gotcha. Right, because if we rolled this, 3 + 4 + 4. 6 plus 2. Wait, is it though? I'm forgetting my own wonderful sparks. Shouldn't it be... You get 2 attacks. It doubles, right?
Does it? Dealing 2d6 fire damage, and they have to make a dex saving throw or be dazzled for a turn.
But it normally does 2d6?
Wonderful sparks. Dealing
Yes.
2d6 fire damage, requiring them to make a dex saving throw or higher than your spell save DC, or be dazzled for 1 turn. Okay.
It would be 4d6, right?
Right.
But not plus 4 twice.
4 is her charisma modifier, so it still would be.
Right, it only get added once. But so then it would be like the 12 plus 11, right?
11? Oh. So you wouldn't add the charisma modifier twice? I thought it would also double.
No, it only... Well,
It
is it
depends,
two
I guess. If
separate
it's 2
attacks?
separate
Like, you're-
attacks, yeah.
but if one attack is 2d6,
Yes.
the crit makes that 4d6 plus 4.
Okay. I understand your reasoning
Right.
behind that. So it is 23 fire damage.
Okay.
He's going to nullify some of that. But he's gonna take the rest of it. And then he has to make a dex save, right?
Yeah.
What's your DC?
That would be... Oh my god, where is it on this?
It's
If
on
you
your
go over
spells page.
it
It's
should
in the
say on
top right of the
Okay,
page.
okay. I always forget where that one specific thing is. 15.
Oh, so he just passes it. So he is not... Even with
Yeah.
disadvantage, he does... he passes it, so he's not dazzled. Which is a homebrew status
Nice.
effect, anyway. Okay, was there anything else you would like to do?
Nope. I imagine just like a laser beam of fire goes right past Wayland.
Okay, the fox can tell its prey is wounded. He's going to run up here, and he is going to attempt to bite it with advantage. But he will still miss. That's his turn. Wei, it is your turn.
I'm out of smites, but I can still stab.
Okay, that'll
Nice.
hit. Okay, 7 piercing. You've got another attack.
Oh shit, you're right. I'm not used to it yet.
Okay, that'll miss.
Just kidding.
Does restrained mean...
He can attack us, or he can attack us with disadvantage, or he can try and use his action to make
Yeah.
a strength saving throw.
Yeah, that tracks.
Right. 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 Okay.
You sorting something out, or should I just go ahead and roll my swing?
It's your turn. Yeah.
Oops.
20 will
Nice.
Oh,
hit.
Love.
Okay. He's barely standing up now. The vines are basically supporting him to stand up at this point.
Did you want to reconsider?
Maybe we can make a deal. Who wouldn't want to make a deal with the devil?
Give me the orb. and I won't kill you.
How about this? You give me your soul, and I keep the orb. Pretty good deal, huh?
I look at Kel and just like nod.
Yeah, good chat, buddy.
Wait, both your souls for. Ah! I was never good at making deals. All right, Kel. How do you want to do this, Kel Bear?
Is he standing in his chair, or is he just like sitting in it, still like lashed down?
He's like fighting. He's standing up in the chair with the vines all covering him and wrapping him up. Yeah.
So like I just seize him up in my jaws, kind of lift him into the air, and smash him down on top of his own throne. Just like if there are any sharp bits, they can impale him. If not, just fucking pile drive into the ground.
Yeah, you grab him, you bite into his head as he's leaning forward, trying to negotiate with you, and you just wrench him from your own vines and pile drive him into the chair as it shatters and impales him, and he just slides down in the broken ice chair. And with that, you guys have done it.
Is there something else in the room?
Victory music.
Yeah, but you do get the sense.
But they're like, ooh, boss is dead. I'm out.
Yeah, you do get the sense that something else is still here. But as these last two portals are on their last legs, you see the same sort of thing that happened when these things entered. You see two fizzles appear just before the portals crumble, as if two things are exiting out really quickly. Like, nope, nope, nope. And with that, you are out of combat.
That is not.
Yes, so victorious. The portals dissipate.
Ronnie pets
Uh,
Bear Kel on the head. Nice.
Thank you. I really hated that chair. That guy. Ugh.
Yeah, I kicked the debris. Can we?
Do we want to
what's he
set it
got
on fire?
Yeah, but let's get it.
The fox just yips happily. And it starts to
I go
like
to start
emanate
getting
fire.
stuff
Sorry.
before anyone sets it on fire.
You go to do what?
To get his stuff before anyone starts setting things on fire.
Okay. In this room, you find this much gold, which you can divvy up amongst yourselves. 400 copper, 8,000 silver, 1,800 gold, and 70 platinum. You do find the blue orb hidden behind the chair. You also find a magic item, which looks like a dragon's snout. I wonder who will want
We give it to Oz.
You will also get some art objects in here. A potion of water breathing. And another thing that you will notice, and that you will recall from before, now that you're getting a better sense of the room, you do see two or three veins of ore in the room. And you recall that Slight asked you to check the volcano for any blast rock. And seeing as this is the only visible ore supply that you can see, you wonder if this might be the blast rock he was talking about. However, it looks like you will need to chip it out yourself. But there are three veins that you have the opportunity to try to get a chunk of it for him.
I go to try to do that.
Okay, so
And leave people to burn things if they want to.
so what you can do for me now is make three strength or athletics rolls, without advantage, just regular, and we'll see how much blast rock you get out of it based on that.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna turn back, and can I give Ronnie guidance on that?
Yes.
God.
I can delete bear this time, right? Because it's not initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I still have that up.
So you will have guidance on this.
Yeah, that's a D4 to every roll. Yeah.
11.
Okay, the first one you go for, you sort of get it from the side, and you hit it, and it starts to crumble, but then a bunch of the ice and rubble covers it up, and you basically ruined that deposit. The second one, you are able to get two big chunks of blast rock from it. It does seem kind of volatile, like you don't want to hit it too hard because it might spark. But you have managed to chunk out these little jagged parts of it that you think Slyke will be able to use for this bomb. And from the third one, you're also able to get another. So you get 3 chunks of blast rock from that. So even though you wrecked it on the first deposit, you still managed to get 3 total. So that's pretty good. So you can add 3 blast rock ore chunks to your inventory as well. At this point, the question falls on everyone's minds: who's going to take this orb?
Oswald is distracted. He is sat on the ground looking at the thing he has been handed.
Oh yeah, so this snout that you've got, it looks like a almost like to you above game owl, it looks like a little like toy beak you might have gotten as a kid for a Halloween, like a little rubber thing that you would put around your face on a string that has like a top and bottom that you'd be able to talk out of. So basically it would fit over or Oz's beak, and when worn, this covers your nose and allows you to emit smoke from the mask's nostrils, and this can give you advantage on intimidation checks. So this will make Birdkid more intimidating. It can also create a small smoke effect and may be able to be changed later to create a larger smoke effect.
It sounds like Oz doesn't need to hide for Dragon Roar anymore.
Yeah, with that, your dragon costume is becoming more complete. But yeah, the question of the orb still looms.
I don't know if this got answered before or if we tried it. I think Ronnie's sort of like, well, I don't know if I can do more than one, but if nobody wants to, we just need to carry these for a little longer, right? I can try to take it as well.
You've already got one. It's fine. Unless you want to trade out.
If anyone else wants the red one and doesn't want the blue one, I'm happy to do that. But no difference to me. This is a cool little thing, but it's no fireball.
I mean, does Oz want to breathe fire?
And I sort of like sheepishly like breathe fire a little bit.
I mean, what if what if this orb, is something really cool? Like you can just make ice cream from thin air or something.
Pocket ice cream.
Exactly.
You already got the cool one, Finn. You have pocket sand.
Honored you think that, bird kid. Well, me and Ronnie are all orbed up, so
I mean, I think this one's for you, Wei. I kind of want to take a look at that other one that the guy was using too. I want to say enslave, but you know, I have second thoughts on it now. But yeah, I had my eyes on that one.
Dancing with the Dinostars.
That's awesome. Yeah. Wei's kind of been just looking at it and fine. Just like, all right, yep, fine, and I'll take the orb. So,
All right.
how does this work? Do I just stare at it?
you have to eat it actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you didn't see that when we did that?
As you study the orb, you can feel sort of a magic tendril of the weave reaching out to you, and as you focus on it, you're able to attune to it. You can feel the orb sort of merge with your presence, and as it's happening, the sides of your neck begin to open up, but rather than you starting to bleed, you can feel them gasping, and you realize you've grown gills on the side of your neck.
Did it just get extra cold in here?
As you pace back and forth trying to understand this new ability, you notice that every step you make makes a loud squishing sound, as if you're stepping in gross mud. Even if you take off your boots and walk barefoot, the squishing persists, loudly echoing through the cavern.
Wei, I don't mean to alarm you, but are you having difficulty breathing by any chance?
No, actually, I goes to rub at his neck. Ha! Okay.
I mean, that's pretty cool. Maybe you could, see if the mermaids would visit. They trail off.
If you know what I mean.
Can I... Wait,
What do you mean?
Yeah, that's what Wei's thinking right now.
I guess you don't have to worry about drowning anymore.
Yeah, I'm like double drown proof now, I guess.
Yeah, you've got the mariner's armor on, too.
Wait, you're very squishy and loud right now.
I am, but there is a non-zero chance that's not the orb.
Noted. Can I try to, if it's okay with you, I'll, and I sort of like reach out and I try to like pick him up and like move a little bit and see if like he's inherently noisy or if it is like dependent on when he walks.
He seems, as you shake him, he seems to slosh like a bag of water.
All right,
Okay,
well,
Fabian, you can cut it out now. It's very funny.
It seems like you
The
may have done
dinos-
something in your pants, my beloved.
Just pinches the bridge of his
gingerly
nose.
puts him down.
I thought we talked about this and you were done with that phase. Oh, Finn, have you brought his diapers?
She's trying not to laugh. she's still angry, so she's doing that like stubborn like toddler thing.
You know he likes the ones with the little clowns on them.
So, wait, you have diapers with your face on them?
No, Hey! He goes back in your head.
Well, I suppose it doesn't matter. The dinosaur fellow knows that has met us before, so we're not going to be sneaking up per se. Shall we?
I just realized what you meant because he's so squishy.
Well, yeah, the consequence of that is like disadvantage on stealth or something.
Oh yeah, that's a good guess. That's a good guess.
hey, look, You're
mean-
part fish now. He likes animals. Maybe you two will get along better.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You tuned to both the blue and the red orb. Do you think you would steam instead of squish?
But would you boil yourself because you can't drink water?
Yeah, steam instead of squish.
Yeah, but wouldn't you like boil in your tummy?
I walk away from this conversation.
Ronnie is 50 feet away by now.
Okay, so are we going? We got the blasting ore for Slife. We need to head back and maybe kill that Spinosaurus, right? So that we can trade that service for the orb. So hopefully we don't have to kill our dancing friend.
Yeah, that'd probably be preferable.
You okay with having gills for the next foreseeable part of our adventure?
Means Finn won't try and drown me in my sleep. Yeah,
Doesn't mean she won't try.
it's gonna be a lot harder.
And with that, the party makes their way out. As they start to leave, the fox yips, and
Oh,
looks
hey, buddy.
upward, and is sort of gesturing at the volcano around. And it seems like Kel's guess was in fact correct. The place isn't erupting, but it certainly is melting down. Things are dripping all around, and you can see that though the fox does not seem to be at full power again, you get the sense that removing the orb from this place will benefit it. And so it seems to be pawing at the ground in thanks and urging you to leave with the orb.
I kneel down and like put my hand out like for a cat to see if he wants scratches or no.
Okay, he reaches out and he puts his paw in your hand as if to show appreciation and thanks.
I say, good shake.
He sort
And
of yips at you and as if to say, okay, that part's over. I can handle it from here. And he sort of runs around in a little playful circle. But more so than showing play, it shows familiarity with this. Like, this is my place.
Yeah. I do breathe on the chair to set it on fire. And then
He joins you and he shoots a fireball at it and it all melts away.
Alright. Town's getting too hot for the likes of us. Ronnie says and laughs to himself.
As you guys are all making your way out, Kel, you're gonna glance a little bit over your shoulder, getting one last look, just wondering in your biologist part of your brain, what kind of creature really is that thing? And as you do, you see in its eyes a mixture of darkness and light, sort of emanating out in these like little, it almost looks like some sort of like magical ooze or goo that looks like a double helix coming out of its eyes and forming into like a little cloud of mist in front of it, both black and white, almost like a zebra pattern. And then it fades as the fox yips playfully once more. And you get this strange feeling like something from your childhood, and then you remember it's the stag you saw when you were just a kid. The one that people didn't believe you about. The one that's been sort of haunting your mind and setting you on this quest. There's some connection there, but you're not sure what, and you definitely get the sense with the dripping and the heating up of the volcano that it is time to leave. Everything you know about animals is telling you that you should heed this creature's request and exit swiftly, but you do wonder if you might not want to return at some point.
I look around at the rest of the party and I start to be like, hey, did any of you, and then I cut myself off, kind of remembering how things went last time I tried to convince people of weird things. And I just keep silent as I relapse into thought.
It's a pretty cool looking cat.
Yes, a fine cat indeed. With
He's
that,
friend shaped, isn't he?
he's shaped like a fiery friend.
I hope we see him again. He was really helpful. We kicked some ass together.
Very
Yeah, he
powerful.
did fire magic.
Can
I get
roll
the
some
feeling he's
insight to-
capable of
oh,
more
sorry.
than that. Oh, sorry.
Can I roll insight to see if Wei caught Cal being a little shooketh?
Yeah, I mean, if Kel will allow you to do that, then I will say you
Yeah.
can roll that.
Kel doesn't actively realize when people are trying to read his mind.
Yeah, you get Kel. What would you say that you're unconsciously presenting in that moment on your face?
I think, like, it's a pretty distinct change from Kel, like, riding the rush of victory to, like, looking behind him and then suddenly going quiet as if he'd seen something that, would be alarming or disconcerting. And then Wei would have, also noticed Kel starting to speak and then cutting himself off before just silently lower energy keeping to himself.
Yeah, Wei will like lean over and be like, Cal, everything okay?
It's probably nothing. I just it's probably nothing. I won't take up your time with it. You'd probably be too busy to listen anyway.
Make a
First,
deception check, Kel.
Okay. Deception.
Wei, you can tell he's being dismissive, and he thinks that there's something going on. He's thinking about something. You don't know specifically what, but you know that something just happened with him and that creature that made him think about something. You think he's remembering something, and he's trying to keep it secret. But based on your also human intuition, you also get the vibe that this doesn't seem necessarily like I'm speaking for you, and correct me if I'm wrong, Oddish, but I don't think this is because he necessarily wants to keep something from Wei in particular because of what just happened with Wei in the group. I think this is just him being pensive about his own.
Yes. Yeah.
His own.
He's kind of also just muttering to himself, like, I can't believe it's come this far. I thought it was only, but no, it can't be. Sort of things like that.
mm-hmm.
He seems
mean-
caught up in thought about his past.
Yeah, if you ever want to like talk about crazy shit, you found out mine.
He kind of just starts and looks up. He's like, "Oh, what? Oh, yeah. Thanks, Wei. I appreciate that, but just it's like I said, it's probably nothing."
At this point,
I-
is Kelken, when he's sort of shaken out of that by Wei and making a friendly offer, when he hears a friendly offer from Wei like that, is he back in friend mode, or is he weighing that against Waylon's own?
He's, I think he's just a little distrustful, if you can pick up on that. It's just he isn't quite sure whether or not to say anything because he's not sure how it'll be taken.
So it doesn't have anything to do. There's no
particular like animosity still towards Wei. No.
Ruthie, you were saying something.
Yeah, we're just like, alright. Shrug.
And with that, you guys are heading down the slopes as things begin to heat up. Steam vents begin to erupt here and there, not in magma eruptions, but just blasts of hot air. You're able to safely make your way back down, and you head back towards the jungle. You can head in a direction that you so choose now. Let me zoom in so we can get a
Blythe
better
is
close.
waiting for us said we'd meet him at near the boars. Is that where we want to head next? I also don't remember, and I'm looking at my notes of like anything that's like further east here. Does anyone remember and want to do stuff over there before we go try to resolve this Spinosaurus green orb situation?
I know going to the pirates right now would be a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know that we'll be going back there for anything at this
anytime
point.
soon. Yeah.
We have to go back at some point for my followers.
Right,
True.
you're right.
True.
You're right. Yep.
We
I
also, I
promised though
guess,
that we take them with us.
yeah, I guess we also need to
You're
go back for the ship. That's our
Yeah.
only way off, right?
Yeah.
The only issue is that we need to have our story straight for when Naughty shows up. Because we don't know if he's come back to town and heard about how we have the sandwiches orb.
Do we
Well-
want to go store the orb somewhere in case he comes across us?
Well, if all goes to plan, hopefully, whenever we combine them, put them on the pedestals, it'll cause enough of a disturbance for us maybe to slip away and take the boat while Naughty and everyone's distracted with whatever's going on down there.
I thought we were supposed to be reporting back to Horatio with the orbs.
well.
Oh, that was an actual deal. I thought we were bluffing.
I mean, hey, I'm down for whatever, man.
I'm down to
I
clown.
think we need Horatio's help to get off this island.
Yeah, Horatio
want-
wanted. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Horatio wanted us to take whatever's out in that pedestal away from Naughty before Naughty could get his hands on it. I think having Horatio see any of the orbs might not work in Horatio's favor. I think the less he knows, the better.
I
Alright.
agree. I think we should finish up the orbs, figure out what's in that temple, get Horatio, and get out of town. Should we get Holly and Tavian up to the village? I don't know that we're going to want to linger near this island.
Be able to help
Oh,
with
do
that.
we need to get the statue? Ugh.
I mean, before we head out
back
anywhere,
for
I'd
it.
really like to just take a rest and gather. I mean, just kind of rest.
I would like nap time.
What time is it, would you say, Matthew?
Okay, let's see. So you
We
guys
headed out in the morning and came here, and I
yeah,
think
you woke up first thing and came here, right? So it was about 6 a.m. when you
Yeah.
went. You came here. It's probably about 9, 10 a.m. at the latest now. It didn't take you guys too long to get through all that. So I'd say it's probably at 9 a.m. Maybe you got through that. 2 hours in there. Yeah, it's like 9:30 a.m.
do we want to perhaps try to travel to our cave? We could potentially cut south from here. Meet up with. Is that still where? Is that where we had told? Tavian
Yeah,
and
they're in our
Polly
cave.
to? And maybe reconnect with Kiki and understand more of what might be under this temple.
We can just tell them to come to us.
That's true.
Yes, I'd be
Feels
happy to go
early
visit
for-
Kiki if you need any help.
They're best buds.
Yes, he's quite the delightful stooge.
It feels weird hearing you talk like that about somebody that you actually do enjoy talking to. You know
This is the
that,
way I
right?
talk about you as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, shall I go visit Kiki, or would you like to do that yourself? I can also weigh in with any advice if you'd like, but you seem to have a good head on your shoulders about this thing. He's talking to you, Ronnie.
does this seem like, I mean, like, the mountain's heating up. We don't really want to stay here where it seems like probably maybe some lava flows will be happening. So we should go find a place to, at minimum, take a short rest. I think Ronnie feels a little weird about being like, it's 10 o'clock. You want to go to bed? We just got up. But also,
the not caster vibe.
so I really don't know how to navigate that. But I think Ronnie's like, yeah, let's move away from here, and we can find somewhere to rest without danger of lava. Mister, sir, Fabian, how?
Fabian's
please
fine.
don't call him sir. That encourages him.
Yes, it seems
Fabian.
very annoying.
If it is practical for them to come join us here, we may want to start having the party move around together. I sort of look around at everybody, if that makes sense.
Look, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news or tell you what to do. It's not really my vibe, but you've got a big worm there, right? And while he can hang out underground and follow you, he's quite the talkative type and not exactly a secret agent about keeping things clandestine. If I were you, I'd keep him in that cave as long as you need to, or at least have him be somewhere safe. You don't want Nautilus Bloodfoam to find him. You absolutely
Well, perhaps you can
don't.
share a little more about Nautilus Bloodfoam, and if we're going to need to make an immediate retreat from this island in a straight line, rather than our original hope of finding a ship, bringing it around the island, recovering that ridiculous statue, as well as our companions.
The statue is the least of your concerns, in my opinion. I'm not even sure what the point of it is. I wasn't really listening to the chubby boy on the boat, but my primary concern is finding out what's inside that vault. The runes, the things with the orbs. Kiki seems to think that it's either related to his people or some such. I'm not entirely sure, but I have a strange feeling it has something to do with the ceiling. Ronnie, make a history check.
Sorry, did he say the Sealy?
The ceiling, as in Sealing. You can make a history check.
Hey, does anyone else know anything about history?
Nope.
Since I've talked with Fabian about it, can I roll that history?
Yeah, you can roll with advantage on that. And anyone can roll on that since you're all sort of here.
You seem familiar. Wait, do you know what he's talking about? And I give away guidance.
Oz, you know this story because your grandma told you all about it. It was like a bedtime story for you. And the same goes for you, Kelken. You are, this is just something that as an avid reader, you would know a ton about. This is also the main reason that it's going beyond your guys's, over your guys' head, ink, and yes, exactly, Ronnie. We're talking about the sealing away of the gods. This is like, I believe this happened over 1500 years ago. So this is really like ancient history to you guys. This is not, Fabian's referencing it basically in such a casual way like it were only yesterday. To a god, it might feel that way. But not me thinking sealing. But yeah, the sealing was the process by which the gods were frozen in what they call the Elder Glass, which is the large wall of this like a magical crystal to the far east, past the human capital of Grand Haven. Let me bring out maybe teacher for a second and pull out the map here for a second so I can show the class. But over on the far east past Grand Haven, there's like this big thing, looks like crystal walls. That is the Elder Glass. It covers north to south. It's basically impassable without flying over it. And the creatures that live above the peaks of it are said to be very powerful. Um, so it's basically a wall that cuts off this western continent that Grand Haven is on from the place that it used to be 1,500 years ago, where it was a much more sprawling Russia-sized continent. And uh, when Fabian says it has something to do with the ceiling, you're not exactly sure what that means, but just based on context clues, you're able to piece together the fact that he's saying there's some connection between the Megalithari, which are these worm creatures that Kiki is one of, and the sealing away of the gods all that time ago.
Is there anything on the rug we found that is like inconsistent with maybe what we understand or assume about the ceiling? Or is it sort of like
the rug?
yes, classic tale. Ow.
The
Ow.
art
Sorry.
object that you just gave us?
Yeah. Large, well-made tapestry of the gods being sealed away.
Oh, yeah. So you can study this. Make some investigation checks on this thing.
Can I just give guidance to someone with good investigation?
Yeah.
Cool, I do that.
So Liz, based
roll.
on what you are looking at here, you are seeing what is the commonly held tale of the sealing away of the gods. I'm going to bring up my document here so I have all the details I can give you about this. So the people that were involved in this was basically a huge fight that took place in for the purposes of the stream. I'm going to bring up the document again. So on the east side of the map, you've got Grand Haven. This fight originated in Grand Haven back
Sure. Is there any way you can move where we are? Ronnie's covering Grand Haven
Ronnie is
on the stream.
Oh, really? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
No,
Oops.
you've done nothing wrong in your life
You
ever.
were born perfect.
Only rational fear.
Wait, I actually have a world map here. Where is my thingy? I just would like... There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to move this here because you don't really need to see all of Sylvandia right there. But, so basically, Grand Haven is... oh, it's not going to let me zoom in that way, is it? Too bad. Okay. I want to see if there's something else I can do here while we're messing with this, because I do believe I have a world map here, don't I? Bear with me one moment. Type. Here we go. Okay, great. Okay. So we've got Grand Haven here in the center of the city. Back when Grand Haven was just a, or the center of the map now. Back when Grand Haven was just a small human capital, or much smaller than it is now, 1,500 years later, it was the center of this large battle. It was still a large city in the human capital, and it's only grown out from then. In terms of like human culture, this is like the New York City for humans, basically. But it's changed a lot. It used to be more cosmopolitan than it is. It still is, but it's also kind of isolated now that it's been cut off due to the ceiling, it got basically no place to go east of there. It's also sort of the end of the world in this part of the map because of that. Um, in terms of this tapestry, what you're looking at is you see a battle, and on the left side of the tapestry, there are the God Sealers, who are humanoid creatures, a band of heroes, basically, who wish to end the age of chaos by sealing the gods away. The gods were known for, like the for above game, like the Greek gods, they meddled in humanoid affairs so much that they created chaos and basically treated humans like playthings. So the God Sealers' plan was to seal the gods away. This depicts them in battle the uh, with the gods. The gods on the right, sort of floating, coming down from their sealed away continent of, or I should say, plane of existence, not continent, because it's not on the same map, but a place called Satania, which is basically like an ethereal realm for gods. They're sort of Mount Olympus equivalent. Um, in this in this portrait, you also see a dragon on the side of the heroes, the God Sealers. This is clearly, to anyone who knows tales and legends, this is the dragon Bahamut, the good dragon, and sort of the king of metallic dragons, who worked with the God Sealers to bring the Age of the Gods to the end. He was likewise sealed away in the Elder Glass, as a noble sacrifice on his part, to bring this age to an end. On the god side is also Tiamat, Bahamut's sworn enemy, the evil dragon who leads the chromatic dragons. Um, but one thing that you'll notice when looking at this is what looks to be behind the human, and it's sort of hard to make out because it looks nothing like anything you've ever seen, but it looks like some sort of like construct behind the humans and in front of Grand Haven. And it seems to be pointing some sort of like triangle shaped object up at the gods and at Tiamat, but you have no idea what it is. And you don't remember it being specifically referenced um, in any of the tales that you have been told. It is a large humanoid construct depicted on the tapestry as let me see if I can sort of like draw it for you. Sort of, yeah. I'm gonna take you guys to a screen that I'm just gonna call um tapestry. And this is just gonna be a not good drawing, so please, all my fabulous artists, bear with me. This is just gonna be a sort of a stick figure-ish representation of this. Uh oh my god. I don't know
You
how
muted?
long you guys have been muted.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Way.
I don't know how long. Hopefully just a little bit because of whatever I was just doing there. But hopefully just for a little bit. No one else said anything, so hopefully it was just a little bit there. Yeah, you guys weren't saying anything. It was nothing important.
We were listening to the beautiful story unravel.
Hopefully it wasn't since the fight with Jonathan.
That'd be hilarious.
Someone in chat, if you were listening, please confirm that. But regardless, so what you're going to see here is So say the band of heroes is here, right? They are just sort of here, and yay, we've got swords and stuff. And then the city is behind them here. That's Grand Haven here with the G. And we've got some dragons in the sky here. That's Bahamut there. And we've got Tiamat over here.
Dream can't see everything you're drawing. It's kind of zoomed in and cut off.
Okay, I will pull that out. Let me 25 that. And hide turn order for the time being. I'll just put it over here. Okay. So, then we have sort of over here is this sort of like a mechanical construct holding some sort of like triangle thing. And it sort of has like a head up here, but it looks like a large robotic device. But it also, for the people of this world, there aren't many constructs like that, so it's unclear what it is. And then you have sort of these like large angelic, but powerful looking gods here. And then behind them is what will become the Elder Glass right there. So that's sort of a depiction, and there are a bunch of heroes here. But usually I think it's depicted usually as a group of like 5 or 6.
A very well made tapestry indeed.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Oh yes.
And just for my understanding, these the God Sealers, is Nautilus one of them?
No, the Godkin are different than the God Sealers, as far as you know.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
As far as you can tell, the Godkin name, based on what you know, is meant to evoke the gods and say that these mortals are just as good as the gods, basically, or almost as good. They are the family of the gods, basically. But based on what you know, it doesn't seem like they actually have any celestial relationship. They are just humans who have either, in your mind, they might as well be like level 20 adventurers who have so many magic items. They're just basically unstoppable. That's what like the common parlance is. No one really understands the source of their power, but they're almost like, just a well-known celebrity group of superheroes or basically morally ambiguous heroes or villains, depending on who you talk about them with. But they are these celebrity figures with insane powers who are currently vying for control of Plantania. That's what you know about them.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And based on what Fabian has told you about at this point, you know that Nautilus is searching for something here on the island, likely what's inside that vault, right? It seems to be everything that these context clues have been pointing you towards way, and you're not sure what the others are searching for or what Nautilus's relationship to them is. If Nautilus is like the worst of them, if he's the best of them, you don't really know. And you don't know much about them individually either, because most people don't interact with them. They just hear tall tales. So you're not even sure what's truth and what's fiction about them. And you don't know that much about Nautilus individually either.
Yeah. I know he's a dick.
Right. Exactly. So
Sorry,
Yeah.
just seeing those two dragons, does seeing them spark any sort of recognition in Kelkin from any childhood memories or things he may have seen?
Roll an intelligence check to see if you know
Okay.
anything about them. Okay, based on that, let's see what you would know about. Does either of them particularly interest Kelkan?
Well, Kelkin has a vague sort of memory of seeing some weird winged shapes in the sky. One seemed to be carrying another when he was a child, right? So he
Yes.
just sees
Yes, that's
two.
very true. Thank you for bringing that up. Um, oh man. Now I have to go to a totally other amazing lore page. Not for you guys, but for me. Okay. So Bahamut, this isn't a this tapestry is sort of faded, but it is weaved with some color. And as a result of that, uh just based on the stories, if the stories are believed to be true, uh both Bahamut and Tiamat were sealed away, you believe.
Mhm.
So it's unlikely that whatever dragon you saw when you were younger was either of them. It was also the dragon that you saw was green, and Bahamut is gold.
Mhm.
So wait, is Bahamut gold? I'm pretty sure he is.
I don't.
Yeah, aren't the chromatic one
Wait, what
bad?
color is Bahamut? Red?
Ahmed, I thought it was platinum. He's the only platinum.
Oh,
dragon.
platinum dragon. That's right.
Because they're the metallic ones are good.
Yeah.
Yes, he's a platinum scaled dragon. My bad. So he's like silvery, I guess.
Right.
And
Blue eyes.
isn't it nice that I know the actual like lore that I'm stealing from much less than my own lore? I'm like, yeah, whatever. This popular 5e nonsense. Forgotten Realms. Who cares? Tiamat has like multiple heads, right? And
Right.
Yeah.
Bahamut is her brother. She had one. Tiamat has one head for each primary color of the common species of chromatics: black, blue, green, red, white. For the purposes of this, we're borrowing Tiamat and Bahamut from Forgotten Realms and slapping them in this homebrew because they're awesome and I love them. But for the sake of this, yeah, they are. To answer your question, besides the fact that they are dragons, you would have to imagine that because you know that chromatics are thought to be evil and the metallics are thought to be good, that the green dragon you saw was probably it was a chromatic and therefore not a good dragon, and whatever they were carrying that person off for was probably for some nefarious purpose.
Got it.
But you also didn't get a clear look at what was in their hands, just that it seemed to be squirming, and you only saw it briefly, like over the course of like maybe 5 to 10 seconds of it flying away.
Right.
But yeah, that's all you can really discern from the tapestry at present, unless anyone else would like to ask specific questions about it or run any checks on it or anything like that. And Fabian is also here to try to answer questions if you would like to ask more pointed, specific ones. He's also very frustrated that he's not depicted in this tapestry.
Why were you there?
No, but still, they didn't know that.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, Waylon's kind of been like, I don't know, I guess at this point, trying to cheer Fabian up, but just kind of like doing that thing where it just taps on arm and then goes, that motherfucker. Is this that typhus guy? Is this that sea guy? Look at him.
Hmm?
Is he supposed to look this stupid? Did he look this stupid IRL?
Are you referencing gods?
Yeah, in the tapestry. Just like, look at that one. That one looks dumb.
I make the gods
I'm
here,
talking
Ruthie.
shit. No. Sorry, not the art, but Waylon is like joking with Fabian, trying to be like,
Right.
I'm
I'm just
talking
saying, you might not know the names of the gods I've made up for this. That's all I'm saying.
I couldn't remember the name of the storm god.
Yeah, they talked about the storm. We talked about the storm one a bunch because Ronnie prayed to them and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't.
And then
remember what
Fabian
their
was like,
names
"That
are.
guy's an
It's hard
that
to
guy's
write
an
all this
asshole."
stuff. Let me see. Okay, got it. Not me looking for my Pantheon sheet. Voltairus is the god of storms.
Voltairus.
That's the one that Ronnie prayed to in the pirate area.
Kelkin just like, I think he looks pretty cool. I don't know what you're talking about.
Look at him.
Hiss. I'm
Those
Bahamut.
dragons, those look cool.
Is a storm god hissing? What the fuck?
No, that's clearly looks at Pantheon. That's clearly Occultia, god of Arcana.
God of what?
I mean Grimravos, god of death. I mean
Insert god
okay.
name here.
Cool.
I mean Amicus, god of peace. No, wait, that doesn't track.
Look, very peaceful
That's the god of peace, waging a war of
for
peace
me.
against the pacifists.
That's a type
people.
of peace.
Militant pacifist.
Nuclear war can create a sort of peace everywhere.
So sounds like Fabian thinks we shouldn't get the others yet. Do we
Well,
think
here.
there's anything we need to do before we head to find Zarnak?
Zarnak?
The green orb friend,
Oh,
who definitely also was scrolling through their notes. What? No.
Yes,
Never.
Zarnak, my favorite character.
A name I remember.
The
In fairness, Ronnie
lizard
probably
folk
remembers.
wizard
It's only been a few
hermits.
days.
I remember that he is tall and imposing. I'm not reading this. I know all
No.
my lore.
never. Well, are we going straight to him? I thought we were gonna kill the river monster, like bring its head and trade that for the orb.
I thought we were gonna kill God. About.
Yeah, that's we had talked about trying to trade that. I don't know if it. Do you think if we kill it first and bring it, I'm not much of a negotiator, as we saw in there when I walked into a room, asked
so
for
here's
the orb, and then just immediately attacked.
Oh, you're
I
Hey,
mean-
don't beat yourself up. That guy was a dick.
I feel like our chances of getting what we want only go up if we try to negotiate first. The downside is
Advanced
Nice.
knowledge from. Make the deal before doing something at random, eh? The party stares at her with confusion. Are you sure? I don't know about that.
We
Well,
have
here,
all these
we've got-
rocks. It feels like a waste.
Well, we could give the rocks to Slythe, who can get working on the bomb,
Mhm.
and go talk to Zarnak and tell him
Yeah.
that we'll trade him the orb for the Spinosaurus. Because he
Well, we
seems like he wanted the orb because it helped him protect the dinosaurs from the Spinosaurus. So maybe he'll just part with it, and we don't have to kill everybody we meet.
I mean, I may be
Yeah,
biased,
that's
but that
what I
guy.
was-
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
That's what I'm going with. We kill the monster first. We bring in its head. Oz can be the one to like make the switch because he likes Oz. He can bring out the orb, switch attunement points between the two of them several times. We go get the orb, or we go get the thing with the orbs.
He was pretty nice. What if we talked to him first and tried to explain what's going on and asked if the trade would be okay? Because that would mean him and those dinosaurs are safe.
I mean, I may be biased, but he seems kind of like a slimy bastard. What if he double crosses us once we do his dirty work for him?
Oh,
Yeah,
then
at
we'll
this point,
do the same thing we always do.
Phil's got a point. I mean, who would we miss more, the Spinosaurus or that loser?
Frankly, I wouldn't miss either of them a great deal. Both of them seemed like they might kill me.
Oz looks conflicted because he likes the guy,
Yeah,
but
but one
the
of them has a
party is very
conscience, the one
bloodthirsty right
doesn't.
now.
That's funny.
If
What
If
I
we
mean
could-
by that is it's worse that he knows that what he's doing is bad.
that's yes, the Spinosaurus is a creature acting in instinct. It is not acting in malice. Well,
Now that we have the orbs, what if that's its ability? Its passive ability? Just any creatures in the area get charmed by him. Maybe it's not him fully something he can turn off, you know?
oh, so you think maybe Kel could use it to control the Spinosaurus?
Oh, no, because he said he tried that.
He's probably not as powerful as our Kel.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
Flattered. Huh.
Well, it sounds like we're heading that at least to meet up with Slythe by the Boars. Do we want to send a message to Polly and Tavian? I hope they're doing all right. They don't. Polly seems pretty competent.
We haven't checked in on them ever since we sent them to go live with Kiki, have we?
No, but that was like 2 days ago or something.
Fabian, do you have any kind of read on what's going on over there? Are you still, like, doing that weird thing?
I can go check. I haven't really left your side in a while, darling.
I think Ronnie looks at Way to see if it's kind of okay for her to ask things of Fabian.
Way kind of just
for them.
gives the gesture of, be my guest.
Would you mind giving them an update that we are progressing well, and we'll be back to them as soon as we can, and return with any news or
Would you like me to speak to them
updates?
directly or through the worm?
Maybe just like a weird note on the door.
We really love our notes, don't we?
I don't know how to make a note.
Well,
let me
here.
see.
Who's got paper? I'll write the note. Fabian, you can just take the note to the door, put it on the door, knock, poof.
I'm just a messenger pigeon to you. I'm just a Tequasil. This is horrible. I've been reduced to such a terrible state.
Fabian,
Ooh, Tequasils. Are there any
so-
of those here?
I haven't seen one.
Ugh,
You
those
are
would be
more than a
really useful.
Tequasil. You've saved our asses. I appreciate you.
Yes, I'm quite the lovely servant.
Nothing of the sort. We're just buddies helping out buddies.
You know, maybe they should release the gods again. Maybe that would spice this place up. Really keep you all on your toes.
Oh, yeah, you'd love that.
Maybe I would.
What, you want Volterra's to get your cred?
I'd at least be able to give him a run for his money again. But fine. Here, why don't I just do this? I'll, communicate with them. One way or another. Maybe they'll find some writing in the sand or some such. I'm sure I can conjure up a note. But do you want them to meet you anywhere, or should you just want them to stay where they're at?
Got an idea.
Yeah?
There's still boxes at the beach. We have Polly and Tavian meet us at the beach. Kiki can hide in the boxes. We load the boxes with the statue.
You really want to put a worm on the ocean? One capable of digging through the earth?
I thought we were taking Kiki with us.
But he can get there underground. Putting him on the ocean, that's a death sentence for a creature like that.
Fair enough. I thought he'd get lonely.
Well, maybe, but that whole big blue out there, that's really Nautilus's domain. At least when he's landlocked, he's a bit safer. You don't see that one crawling through the Underdark anytime soon, do you?
Speaking of Nautilus, Fabian, do you have any idea how we're going to get off this island without incurring his wrath, as it were?
Well, you've made a deal with Horatio, haven't you? He said he would help get you off the island, and he has some sort of relationship with Nautilus. Perhaps he knows a way to get back. Yes, I do sort of wonder how this is going to play out. What's the plan, anyway? Put the orbs in the thing. Somehow it opens up. We go down there and find what we find. Well, maybe that's the key, isn't it? Maybe there's something down there we can use. Maybe it's a weapon or some such. Who knows? It could just be Kiki's cousins sitting in a big brood, even more useless than he is. But maybe we should take it one step at a time. It's hard to work and operate on information you don't have. Whatever's down there, it seems to be what Nautilus wants, which suggests it's of something of great importance. But I really, truly think we should not let him get anywhere closer to Kikatabakata.
Do you think our
Agree.
cave is a safe enough spot for them to hide? Do you think there's a chance he might happen upon them?
I doubt it. It is fairly far inland, and he does seem to keep to the sea. I think that's the reason he must have enlisted these pirates, is that he doesn't want to go digging around on land. He wants to keep to the ocean as best he can. But whatever he wants, it's not in the ocean, it's here.
Okay. Well, if trouble brews, we can at least tell Kiki to head to the volcano.
Why the volcano?
Well, near the volcano, because if Nautilus even thinks about following after him, he'd be in a fucking volcano, wouldn't he?
I suppose. You have a strange idea of keeping safe, I'll tell you that.
I'm still alive, aren't I?
Yes, all thanks to yourself.
Well, I think we should head to Slide. This ore will make good bombs one way or the other, whether we decide to kill the Spinosaurus at all, or first, or after, or anything. And might have some other uses down the line.
Yeah, and I'm assuming it'll take him some time to make the bombs. We can rest up, get ourselves freshened up, and head onwards.
Sounds good to me.
As you make your way back towards Slythe, it takes you about 2 more hours or so, 2.5 hours to get there. You eventually arrive You make your way around the desert and eventually arrive in the clearing, only to find Slythe currently being menaced by the family of boars. And he has a cutlass raised, ready to strike against them. And on that note, we will end things for this week.
Slythe! We told you not to do that.
You had one job. One.
All
That
right.
one single job.
You'll have a second job now that we're here with the bomb stuff. If you're just elbowing Kel. Oh my god, Kel, I'm so sorry. This is so embarrassing. Can you want to get your family?
That's
I
it.
will do my best.
That's it for this week, folks. We'll have to figure out how to
Nice.
save those boars next time, if at all, or will
Work.
they become bacon?
Everybody. Also, nice work, that fox. The that ability is crazy.
Oh yeah.
Well, might be the last
Mozilla.
time you all have access to it, unfortunately.
Jerk.
All right, we're gonna wrap things
You took
up here
their
for
dog.
now.
I can't believe you didn't
Hey,
let
at
us
least
have this dog.
I took it. I wasn't in charge of that combat. I'll tell you that much. I tried my best. I saved 2 party members. That's what I did. Okay. We're gonna raid out to Sconebone now, and yeah, I want to thank everyone who stopped by. Thank you so much. We'll be back next week. Is next week the one that you're missing, Ruthie?
Not next week, the week after.
Okay, great. So we'll be here next week, and yeah, thank you everybody for being here. Thanks to everyone who watched. I'll check out the VOD to see if it's messed up or anything like that. It'd be a bummer if it was. I'll probably die tonight because there's a spider in my room anyway, so it doesn't matter. And
You're good. You're fine.
and yeah, that's it for now. But if it's not a tornado, it's a spider or a spider-nado. It's always
Equal
something.
threat levels. Let's
Threat
be
level
real.
midnight. People feeling all right. All right, we're gonna raid out to Scone now. Thank you guys. It was another fun session with you guys. I can't wait to see where you guys take us next. But we are gonna head over to Scone in a few minutes to see what he's doing. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good night. Bye.
Good night.
Okay, just rated out. Sorry about that muting thing. I hope it wasn't for that whole time.
I don't think so. People were responding to things I think we were
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
I think it was maybe just when I was futzing with the map. I will double
Yeah,
check
kind of been for
that
that
now.
long.